Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm okay, I'm okay. I've been sort of collecting all sorts of nasty plots to throw at you.
Aha.
It is a GM's job to keep things interesting.
Absolutely. Trying to move
Yeah, I
the
was,
camera around a bit.
Mentioning that Jeremy told me basically that he's giving up his seat.
Alright.
So I will suggest that we look for someone who can play a new empathy character, minstrel or peddler, because I think the group will need one.
Yeah.
Maybe not tonight, but in 2 weeks it would be good to have someone there. Let's see if we can.
Funny, because normally empathy characters are like my thing, but Frida is way too much fun.
She is a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. And I looked up a melee charge that you were talking about. That's an actual talent that you can learn.
Oh, is it?
Yep. And that means that. So basically now, making a move is a fast action, and then as an attack is a slow action, right? With the melee charge, you're making both a move and an attack, and that together counts as a slow action.
Okay.
And as you get higher up on that talent, you do more damage and stuff as well by charging, which means that
I'll
you're
have
just
to look up that talent then.
Yeah, it's called melee charge.
Okay. I will find that. That will be the next talent I take.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me. Well, threatening first.
I don't know how the hell a wolfkin is not scary, but apparently I'm not scary.
Right now, maybe you're more, like, I don't know, antisocial to people, like people get bugged by you but not scared by you.
Maybe.
Or
I
something
think
like
it's
that.
the cooking. I come across as too motherly, maybe.
She's young, so
That too.
she doesn't have, like, the scars to prove that she's been through all those battles yet.
That just means I'm better than they are, because I'm not scarred.
You didn't get hurt, exactly. I like that.
Right. I'm gonna post a thing to Facebook because I have a fair number of gamers on my friends list.
Yeah.
I'll just say contact Mikhail for details.
That sounds good. And I will begin the stream in, or we'll switch over to our brave faces in half a minute.
Oh, I'll be back in a sec. I should go grab my rulebook.
Yep. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our Raven's Purge campaign in the Forbidden Lands. Yeah, this is heating up, I think, ever so slightly. How are we tonight, folks?
Awake and ready.
Awake and ready. When we last left off,
Ready to murder some poor guards.
yeah, well, I mean, sure, it's gonna come, right? It's kind of.
There's always one or two stupid guards that won't lay down their damn swords.
Exactly. Provided you manage to do well with your little uprising here. Which I'm going to assume maybe or maybe not. You never know. So just a quick shout out again to Hellhag Productions for making the overlays that are awesome. And I will also say that I've been talking about having the shadow players and all that, right? And in fact, they are now plotting and planning and doing things behind the scenes. And indeed, if I manage to get the technology to work, I'm gonna, after we've played this session, I'm gonna play an epilogue that was pre-recorded. A couple of Shadow players had, shall we say, a disagreement, and we'll see how that goes. So that's up to the audience if you want to watch that. That's why we recorded it. And for the players, it would be a bit of a spoiler for you guys for sure to watch that epilogue. But that's up to you. I mean, you can compartmentalize for sure. If you want to maintain the mystery as players as well as characters, then when we get to the end of the session, of course, you don't have to watch that part. So that's up to you. But just so that you know that things are happening between our sessions as we're playing things out across the Forbidden Lands. There are a lot of powerful actors who have hidden agendas, overt agendas. Sooner or later, they will poke the adventurers in some kind of fashion. So yeah,
That's not ominous.
Say again?
So that's not ominous at all?
No, of course not. Nothing. No. I tend to run my longer campaigns like this, and I find it works pretty well. Anyhow, back into where we left off, which was on the 9th of... No, we did the first quarter day of the 10th of Springrise, and tomorrow night, the 11th of Springrise, the goblins will come charging in after Brennar and Fidan were very, very successful with their convincing of the goblins to join in the Holy Crusade in the name of the Moon Goddess. Fidan won't be joining us tonight. In fact, we got the notification fairly recently that Jeremy will be occupied with other things in the foreseeable future. We miss him dearly. He's a great player and has contributed already a lot to this campaign, I think. So, yeah, that's alas the case. But onwards, we are in Fort Riverstone. And it's noonish. You have just left the Raven Sister, the elderly lady that you were talking to. And I do recall Brennar stopping in his tracks as you were walking away, as he remembered something. So I suppose we can start the scene there.
Yeah, so Brainer kind of thinks a bit to himself, and he remembers something about Marigal. A vague shadow with yellow eyes that seems to walk across the Forbidden Lands. No one really knows what it is, but it's almost as if there might be multiple, not really sure if it's a demon, not really sure what it is. But Brainard's got this really, really strong thought that there might be one in this town, and it might have actually maybe been the new it might just be the new Raven Sister.
So she might be a demon?
Or a half demon?
She's something. If it's based off what I know from lore and traveling, it's either a demon or some other underworld entity.
So the previous demon's little bitch got killed, and now it's sent its new underling to kill us?
Or to figure out what happened, possibly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nothing is going to go terrible with this at all.
Yeah, I'm sure its timing is impeccable, considering what's supposed to go on a night from now.
You mean intentional?
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
No, it's not.
Leave me my optimism.
Good luck with that.
All right, so we have like what, a day before everything gets unleashed?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So before our little rebellion.
Yeah. Well, we should check up and see how we're making out in terms of arms and armament for the troops.
Maybe Brenner can look into some more anti-demonic stuff for us. In case the demon decides to side with the government.
In case. For your magic, there would be... I mean, you have Bind Demon as part of your blood magic, so you'd
Yep.
need that pentagram. And, of course, Marita does have her Banish Demon, which is not...
If
even
it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, exactly, if it doesn't kill you. Which requires the Holy Symbol, so...
So we can see if we can find a holy symbol and a pentagram here within the four walls of the fort.
Okay, question. Are implements used up once they're used? Like, I bought a holy symbol when I started.
Yes, implements are used up, exactly.
Okay, so I have to get another one then.
Yep.
Okay. That might be
Do we
tricky.
make one?
The Raven sister is a demon. She may not be keen.
Technically, her raven feathers are a holy symbol for the goddess Raven.
Can I actually afford a holy symbol? That's the next question.
That's also a good question.
Oh, I can.
You mean you can't just paint some sigils on something and be done with it?
I don't think that's going to work. I'd rather not put my fate in my artistic ability.
Good point.
I would much rather have something that I know has been properly sanctified and blessed. I mean, I don't think I actually need the holy symbol. It's just going to make any attempts to banish a demon better.
Yeah, it makes it gives you an extra power level, exactly.
So, well, are the Raven Sisters the only religious group in town?
Yes, they are in fact. It's a small
There's
town.
no priest among the dwarves?
Say again?
There's no priest among the dwarves?
If they have some priest, they haven't showed who that would be.
Hey, what about the goblin's holy symbol?
That could work.
No,
And sacrifice the moon.
no, I am not going to. I am not going to join the cult.
Wait, what about the elves that were protecting the goblins? Don't they have some sort of holy symbol?
Maybe, yeah. They elves. Marita would know that elves often worship clay and flow.
Yeah,
Could you
it's a
maybe
possibility.
barter with the elves for a holy symbol? Especially if they know we're gonna take it a demon?
Yeah, there's that
Yeah.
little elf encampment just next to the dwarven encampment now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give that a try. It's much more in tune with my actual religious beliefs than the Raven Sisters are.
For goblins.
So that actually brings up a good theory around magic. Is it the wielder's holy symbol or the person that's being impacted's holy symbol? I.e., maybe we could even just talk to Greenwalker. He might have a Raven Sister feather.
And
Maybe,
how
yeah.
strong does the belief have to
Greenwalker
be
is-
for the magic to work?
If you're right, I don't recall if Greenwalker was with you at this particular moment.
Yeah.
But I think he was, so I'm right here.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
well, my
You
knowledge.
realize by the end of this, we will have his faith in the Raven Sisters broken.
Nah.
Especially if they keep sending fucking demons.
It's not us, it's them.
True.
Also, who said the Raven Sisters sent this particular Raven Sister?
That's right.
If,
We're really
if it's a
only
demon,
taking the-
it might not be sent by the Raven Sisters at all.
True.
Yeah.
Or it might
It
be.
did show up particularly fast.
Maybe it runs all the way to the top. You never know.
Or maybe it's lying about why it's here, because, I mean, that's what demons do.
That could be the case too.
Alright. Well, my knowledge of demons is fairly scant, so I don't know whether it has to be like a holy symbol of the person being possessed. I mean, is she possessed, or is it like the demon taking on a physical form? I don't know.
Yeah, based off what I can tell, it's if it's based off the lore itself, my interpretation of it is that the creature itself is a demon, and it's just miraging as a human. So it would be whatever the creature's view of a holy symbol.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, we can talk to the elves. I don't know how well they're going to take like a human asking about holy symbols of their gods. I don't know, but we can ask.
Feel free.
So yeah, so I guess we will make our way over to the Elvish encampment.
Yep. Yeah, they're there. Maybe not all of them at once, but some, and they're doing some trading with some of the farmers. They're buying some grain, maybe some other implements. Trading is going on. Silver coins are changing hands, and also goods are trading hands, because they're often just trading goods from the farmers for their own, which is, the pelts and the wood that they have brought in their boats.
I will see. I'll take a look around and see if anybody is very obviously dressed as a priest or a druid or anything of that nature.
That's a good question. I'm going to say that I'll roll for it. Yes, they have a druid among them. This druid is right now standing by the large cauldron that they have. They have their fireplace just like the dwarves have, and cooking things. But you can definitely see by the tokens. This person is dressed in a lot of greens and browns, forest greens and browns. But you can definitely see by the medallion hanging around the neck. This person does worship clay.
Okay. Excuse me. I was wondering. I'm a long way from home, traveling the world, as it were, and I seem to be in need of accoutrements of faith.
The druid is looking at you. See?
And I don't know where I would go to acquire such a thing.
There is a Raven Sister temple here?
That is true, but my beliefs align more with those that follow clay or flow.
Oh, I see. Looks down at that their own little medallion. I didn't bring any to trade specifically. I'm just here to help out with the journey.
Is it something? I unfortunately I left before my training was complete. Is it something that I could manufacture if my faith was strong enough?
I would say so.
Okay.
I made this one for myself.
All right.
Do they have
Well, perhaps
any
I'll-
left of the holy water of flow since the ceremony? I know it's been a few days.
I don't know. I didn't even think to ask. As I said, my training is far from complete, and back home we had a wise woman that did this sort of thing.
I understand.
All right. Well, I'm not completely unskilled at crafting, so perhaps I can throw something together, and then if I can get some of the leftover water from the ceremony.
I would advise you to do that, yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
My crafting
Alright.
is relatively decent. I don't know if I can assist with that, though.
Oh, mine is not good at all. But I'm hoping I can convince Brainard to maybe make a little vial or something.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I've got craft 3, so
Yeah, you need
that's-
the smith talent, which Brenner has just developed.
Excellent.
And
My
you
So,
crafting
need,
yes.
is like 6.
and you need, let's see now, you also need a half iron.
Well, the iron we can get from the dwarves.
To
yeah,
make
we
it,
still have some ingots.
To make it takes a full day.
Eey. The time crunch is going to be an issue.
Yep.
Well, we're currently probably half day on the 10th.
Yeah. And we should probably get some sleep before, we have a rebellion.
That could be an idea.
Alright. Well,
I'm gonna do one more roll for my fearsome talent before I go to sleep.
Yep, the threatening. Yep.
Yep.
Um,
What was I rolling for that again?
wits.
Wits.
Since you don't have an actual mentor.
I don't. Because nobody here is scary enough.
no, just you.
Apparently, I'm not even scary enough, so you know.
I think you're plenty scary.
Well, thank you.
Nope.
Still nothing.
You could push it though.
I will totally push it.
That will gain you willpower.
Which I will need later.
Yes. That was kind of my idea.
Hey!
Oh, look at that! Score!
Alright,
Three-
I finally
Freedom.
just got frustrated enough to scream at somebody.
And they back down!
Yay!
yeah, just dig deep. Dig deep. There you go.
Ugh, she's walking around the elves like the elves are going, don't disturb the business. You're scaring off our clients here.
You have to growl from your toes.
She does.
There we
It
go.
succeeds.
Yay!
So that means that you can now use your might for social interactions instead of using manipulate.
Yay! Good.
And that's
My might is much, much better.
Yes. So when you threaten someone to make them do what you want. So obviously if you're trying to seduce someone or use, the silver tongue in other type of ways, you can't use threatening. It's specifically
Yes.
to intimidate people. But I have a feeling that there will be a lot of moments when it might come in handy.
Yeah. I'm not really sure Wolfkinner's the seducing type.
Might not be, no.
No.
I mean, there are all kinds of senses of
Yeah,
attraction.
not
in the
unless
world,
somebody's
but-
got some serious kinks, but
Yeah,
otherwise,
exactly, yeah. For most humans, I think threatening might be more apropos than seduction, maybe. So that goes to 3 XP, and the rest of that quarter day, the afternoon, for sure. What are Brennar and Marita gonna do during that quarter day?
So, getting back to the crafting discussion, is it possible to divide it up across 2 days?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're spending... So it takes 1 day to complete it. If you're spending half that day today and then half that day tomorrow, that's fine with me.
Okay. So
don't see why
then,
you
just
have
for
to-
just for my own sanity, so if I do half today, don't typically sleep when they would, continue through on the next actual day, and then sleep before midnight, we'll say, or the 4th day on the 11th,
Yeah,
or 4th
yeah.
quarter on the 11th, then I'd still be able to join them for combat.
Yeah, I think you can squeeze it in, yeah.
Okay. So I think that's what, based off of, if we need a holy symbol, I can try and smith it.
Yes, and when it comes to the quarter days, so this is mostly covered under journeys. What their point of departure is that you use 2 of the 4 quarter days in a complete day to do traveling, and then use 1 to basically set up camp and 1 to rest. So the way it seems that the system is running when it comes to working is 2 of the quarter days are for working. So I'm guessing that means that a day of work to create something means 2 quarter days, I guess? Because it says the measures on time is 1 quarter day, 1 day, 1 week, right? So
Okay.
I don't know if any of these things have a 2 quarter. I'd have to double check that, but I can't see that any of these trade goods have like a manufacturing time of 2 quarter days. So it seems like it goes from 1 quarter day to 1 day.
That makes sense. It's either 6 hours or 12 because you need to rest in between.
Yeah, exactly.
They're counting
Yeah.
for sleep.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not counting 1 day as, you know, all 4 quarter days in a row,
Okay.
because that's not how people behave, right? So
Okay. While Braynar is crafting that, I'm just gonna go down to the riverbank and pick up some good or best quality clay I can find.
that sounds good. That shouldn't be any trouble at all. Well, you can roll the crafting roll when you're done, I suppose. You've started working on it at least.
And if I have time, I would also like to stop in the town and see if there is any of the water left from the festival.
You are in a little bit of luck, yeah. There is a little bit left on the bottom of the bucket.
Is it okay to take this? Do I pay somebody for it? It's for a religious ceremony.
You would know that this is for common, consumption. So
Okay. All right. Then I will take it, and maybe Braynar can use it to like temper the metal in or something.
yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that's good. Gotten along on that nicely. I've pasted in your talent threatening on your character sheet there, Jess, so you can see that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So, well, you are in town, right, Marita?
Yep.
You will notice two of the Athlean riders are walking past.
Okay, I'll make sure to kind of keep my my hood up and try to make sure that they don't spot me, or if they do spot me, that they don't identify me.
Feel free to roll stealth with a +2 for the general commotion of this place. Yep, that worked. They are not spotting you. They are busy with their own thoughts and whatever is preoccupying them right now, and you can simply sort of walk strategically with a market stall between you and them, so that there's a lot of things between you.
Okay. So knowing that these folks are still in town, I'm gonna do my business as quickly as possible and get back to the camp.
Yep. And as you're getting close to sort of the one of the gates there, you'll notice that someone suddenly gives out a shout, and there's an altercation to your right, and one of the townsfolk is just dropped onto the ground, shoved really hard. You'll notice that the person who was doing the shoving is the captain of the guards that you met on the very first day. You've seen him walk past a lot of times. He's doing inspections, he's doing all sorts of, he's doing his job in this town, so he's out and about quite a lot. And now he's standing there leaning over this townsperson. He has his beard is really bristling out. It looks really angry, and his hand is even on the hilt of his blade, and he's just pointing to this man. If I hear any, and then he turns out to the rest of the group, any of you spreading filth and lies about Lady Narinda, you I will. So help me the gods. She's an honorable lady. And he stomps away.
Alright. I'll help the townie to his feet.
Yeah, he looks pale.
And then what did you say that got his ire up?
Alright, just sharing. This fellow is like in his maybe mid 40s, just sharing what I heard. And he has daggers in his eyes right now. That she's been trucking with demons, same as that Raven sister. It's a good thing we got a new Raven sister so fast.
Yeah, good thing. I've heard these rumors true as well.
That's what I keep hearing. We didn't know things were this bad. She's always been good to us. I'm very surprised.
Well, that's how the demons get you. They lure you in
be
with a false sense of security.
I suppose it might be there that way. I suppose you're right. Never had to worry about demons before.
Well, I'll kind of glance back at where the captain is and said, I don't think it's the demons you have to worry about so much as the small-minded folks.
Oh. Well, I hear you on that one, stranger.
And then before I draw too much more attention to myself, I'll be on my way.
Yeah. The townie will sort of has one wooden leg and is just below the knee, and is moving off to the side there to sort of brush off the clothes from the mud.
Right. Yeah, I will make my way back to the encampment.
Yeah, that will be straightforward enough. You will hear Frida's walking around growling at people. Brannar is going to be busy in the keep, well, not in the keep as such, but inside the palisade in the forge. Dang, dang.
Brannar, I got you some of the leftover water from that ceremony a few days ago.
Excellent. Takes the water and continues to work.
When I was in town, it looks like tensions between the guard and some of the townsfolk are starting to rise. The captain of the guard seems adamant that Lady Narinda would never ever be part of any sort of demon worshipping. I was going to kill some poor townsman that said, "Oh, I just heard a thing." So I think tensions are getting to the tipping point.
Well, good thing they don't have to boil over too much longer.
Yeah. Oh, did you notice Frida is like scaring the crap out of everybody as she walks around?
Yeah, there was a couple of times she walked around and I swore I thought I heard a wolf, but
Yeah. I think.
Oh!
I think she's got it. I think she's finally mastered the. She stopped smiling and is, showing teeth now. So.
Yep.
And in case anybody gets injured during the rebellion, I picked up some clay down at the river, which will help my healing magic.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm not quite to the point where I could reattach your arm, but anything shy of something like that, I can probably handle.
Great. Hopefully we won't need arm reattachments. Very fond of mine.
I'm hoping we don't need any healing, but I'm ready just in case.
Well,
Yeah.
since Marita is kind of loitering around today, you'll be able to see that there is another little boat coming across the lake and from the west. And so unlike the elven boat that was coming along the shore from the north, this one is coming from due west straight across. There's a bunch of people in this boat. It's large enough to be a fishing vessel for sure, but it looks more like a trading vessel judging by the people occupying it. There's a couple of humans. That large one is much larger than a human tends to be. I'm not sure you've seen someone that large ever before in your life, actually.
I make a lore roll? Or am I there?
I mean, sure, you can make a lore roll, absolutely.
Just for shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Now this one is dressed with a really large sort of studded leather hauberk, and has really large ears and a nose that looks like, the boxer nose, the kind of nose that has been broken a few times.
Is that some sort of giant?
You're asking that to the dwarves? They're standing by?
Just kind of
They're-
out loud to whoever happens to be around.
If I had to place money on it.
The dwarves are looking over and they're...
Kind of what I imagine a troll always looked like.
No, said Bodgar, who he's standing there and working on something. No, that there is an ogre. Giants are much larger. And trolls, they smell the kingdom come.
Okay. So, an ogre. Well, hopefully he's not here to, bolster the defenses.
No, hopefully he's on Earth.
I think he's probably just maybe a fishing hand. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I like the way you think. Fishing hand.
Looks like a couple of orcs
He
in
scares
that.
even me.
Looks like a couple of orcs in that boat too. Just judging by the fangs, the tusks. You've heard that orcs do have sizable tusks, and of course, I mean, you've seen Ochro when he's taken down though his tusks are not that large. These are darker skinned than Ochro is, but
Well, it's too late to call off our plan now, so I'll just hope for the best.
Well, worst case scenario, we can always run for the hills and let the town tear itself apart.
Yep.
Awful. Both of yous. Smite the demons and then leave.
I already have a route planned out.
this is indeed a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, we owe it to the people to at least give it the old try.
Yes.
But,
The old college try.
but if things go pear-shaped,
We let the goblins run amok and take off?
that's my plan.
And then I get cursed by a little blue goblin.
Yeah, possibly, yes. That could happen.
The only thing you really promised him was chaos. You're fine.
Yeah, that boat is coming up to one of the piers inside the palisade now, so you can see that they're sort of starting to unload. Looks like another group of traders, in other words. One of them is in fact a halfling.
Wanna go make friends?
Not right now. I'd hate to make friends with people and just have them die tomorrow night. So if they're
I think
alive
it might be a good
afterwards-
idea to make friends with them, though.
We could get Rosalind to go talk to them.
Let's let her do the talking. She's better at it than we are.
She's very good at talking.
I think we can make friends with them if they live through the rebellion.
I think we should make friends with them so that they'll fight in the rebellion.
I think we should let them know about the rebellion so that they're not against us during the rebellion.
Maybe they could just GTFO.
Yeah. Well, it is only neighborly to let them know about the insanely high taxes.
Exactly. Rosalind
Neighborly.
can easily...
Where is Rosalind, by the way?
Somewhere abouts. I'm sure Marita can find her if she wants to.
Rosalind!
Yeah, I'll take a look around.
It's really not hard to find her, though you might also want to look inside the palisade for that. It's going to take slightly longer if you don't.
Yeah, I don't really want to go back into town.
I'll say then that
Gunk.
it'll take you a full hour before you find her because she was doing her work inside the palisades, and then she comes out because obviously she's talking to the farmers outside as well. I mean, you've already noticed that there are some hobbit holes outside the palisade.
Alright.
They're very well tended. They have potted plants. They have the perfect, meticulously organized stones for walkways. There isn't a strand of grass out of place. Very nicely done.
Rosalind, did you know there's new traders in town?
Oh, is there? Yes. Oh, I think I saw them briefly, but I haven't had a chance to chat with them yet.
Yeah, they just pulled into port. They probably don't know about the tax situation here.
Of course.
So we thought maybe, since you're in the same business, you might do them a professional courtesy and let them know before they get too set on selling things.
Indeed.
And possibly, find out, because they've got like an ogre with them, I think one of the dwarves said. Big, strong-looking thing.
Yes.
And some orcs.
And some orcs.
And people who are bigger than me might be nice.
Yeah. And we'd hate for them to get caught up in this little brouhaha that we have going and end up on the wrong side.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, she says. I'll go and explain the situation for them.
Yeah, like even if they want to just kind of camp out and then come back in a couple of days. Hopefully things will be under new management and the tax situation will be more favorable to them.
Ideally, they might even lend a hand. Didn't they have an
Ideally.
ogre in the crew?
Yes.
They might be very handy in such situations, ogres.
That's what Frida's hoping.
I'll see what I can do.
More
Excellent.
people as big as me is a good idea. Just
Indeed.
say it.
I agree. Marita will also be able to see that the elves, because you stay outside the palisade, right?
Yep.
The elves, towards the end of the day, they will start basically packing up their camp. They seem to have done the business that they wanted to do. But you've also heard some talk around there, as you've been, casing back and forth. And this has been not just the elves, but also the farmers around who've been trading with them, who've talked about someone they call Kalman Rodenfell. It appears that this is what they're talking about. What they're saying is that almost all of the ancient and learned elves are said to live deep in the northern forests of the Forbidden Lands, or even to have retreated into the mysterious stillness as rubies. But Kalman, the Aurochs Rodenfell, is supposed to have kept his interest for the living world to this point. They say he's a commander of one of the Red Runners, and he is said to lead the fight against demons and humans and intruders in the land. Apparently his feet are rooted like trees, and he sleeps standing in the blood of his enemies to draw nourishment and knowledge from them. And you can hear this. This is a halfling farmer who's telling his child this story.
Sounds awesome.
I'm sorry, the only thing I caught was rubies.
Freeze for feet.
Hey, if anybody could sniff out some demonic Raven Sisters, it might be this guy. Just pointing that out.
I have added the legend to your journals.
Yeah. Well, if we knew about this days ago, we might have a chance to track him down, but as it is, I think we're as close to ready as we're going to get.
It's true.
Well, we could always track him down later, assuming this demonic Raven Sister doesn't die in the battle.
True.
That may be another problem we may have to take care of after we change management.
Yeah, we'll have to go after Martha.
Martha was awfully nice, though.
She was, but so was the previous Raven Sister.
That's how the demons get ya. They pretend to be nice, but they're really not.
I mean, it's a fair point.
It's all that whole behind closed doors thing. What they do in the face and what they do behind closed doors are two different things.
Well, if that's your activities for the 10th of Spring Race, I suppose you have a good night ahead of you where you can heal up one track of wounds.
Would you like me to make the crafting check for the holy object?
You can make that when you're done with it. So,
Okay.
or now, because I mean, yeah, I'll let you do it now if you want to. Technicality, it might change things. So, fair enough. That's a success. Yeah. You have crafted a holy. You're going to be done with crafting a holy symbol.
Excellent. Great work.
If I recall correctly,
Hopefully we won't need it.
let's see now. Just want to have a check on if I'm crafting. Yeah, no, I just was curious if extra successes would have helped you in some fashion. Because if so...
I could push it. I wouldn't mind pushing it.
But I'm not sure that you actually get any particular bonuses. You can craft an items that are... Well, it's going to be of the same... So I guess it gets of better quality if you get an extra success?
Maybe they'll take it an extra demon. I don't know.
We should need an extra demon.
They've said 2 so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, she has a point. But yes, if you want to push it for an extra success, that's fine with me. And you do get those 2 willpower points, of course. Because
from what you said, it sounds like the captain of the guard is possessed.
I don't think he is. I think he's just loyal.
So just to confirm, when I'm pushing this again, it drops off the skulls, drops off the success, right?
Yeah.
So 2 and 2?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. You really hurt yourself in the smithy today, sir. You're banging away there and just... Ow. You must have smacked your hand pretty good. Or burnt yourself somehow. Singed your face. You don't have any eyebrows left. I don't know. What is it? What happened?
Yeah, we'll probably say that maybe whenever I was trying to get everything put properly into the forge to craft it properly, I singed my hands because I forgot to wear, proper materials.
You forgot to put your long ass hair in a ponytail.
Or,
That works too, yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
So when you're coming back in the evening, you are just exhausted, you have almost no strength left in your arms at all, and a rest will serve you very well indeed. Also, you have 3 new willpower points.
Yep. I'll take that.
I will put some salve on his boo-boos.
Yes, that's
And
a good idea.
say, silly old man, next time keep your hands out of the way.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy
he didn't
crap,
actually get
what-
hurt,
what
but...
What the heck did you do to these things? There's nothing I can do with these.
Exactly. Yeah, apparently her salves will take effect tomorrow.
Yep.
Apparently.
Just needed some time to kick in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Just get some rest. These will help them to not pain you as much when you sleep.
So the morning of the 11th starts, and Brennar has to take another shift in the smithy to finish up the holy symbol. Frida is completely free today. You have learned a new talent. Fidan is at your service as well.
How are we doing in terms of like spears and stuff for our people?
Say again? Oh,
Sorry.
you mean how the mood is?
No, the spears and stuff that we were
Oh, spears.
equipping them
Yes,
with.
I thought you said spears. Yeah, spears.
Yeah.
You've been making... How many have you made? I think half a dozen?
All right. We might be able to get maybe 1 or 2 more if we go grab the wood right now and get the people to work on them.
Yeah. You have the dwarves who help you out with making those as
Yeah.
much as they can.
So if
Right, and I can make a what was it, might we thought, or was it endurance to be able to chop a little bit extra?
I think we said endurance,
Endurance.
but I'm not sure.
but
Endurance
yeah,
makes sense to me.
if we can get at least a couple more of our folks outfitted, that would be good.
Yep.
So I'll go help you chop trees, and I will roll an endurance to see if I get extra. Hey, look at that! 2 successes.
You do. Okay. You get some extra.
Right.
Was it Mike?
I will make sure to get Orho the poisons.
Yes,
that I created?
Okro is we liberate my friends tonight, don't we?
During the rebellion, yes, we're going to get them free.
Good.
And then after he's out of earshot, he'll be like, I completely forgot about that.
I didn't.
So when everything starts going, we'll make our way for the stockade first thing. See if we can get his people out.
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean they're supposed to arrive at somewhere around midnight-ish. So
Yep.
We're going for Lady Lorinda anyway, so she's gonna be up in the tower.
yeah.
True.
So we just come in through the bottom.
There is a stairwell down to the dungeon.
Yep. So that'll be our plan. We'll make our way for the stronghold. Go down to the dungeon first, get his people free, and then worry about Lady Narinda.
So what are you doing this morning? You're gonna make spears? Yeah, obviously Brennar is going back to the forge again to keep working. Frida?
I am apparently cutting lots and lots of wood.
Oh yes, you're cutting lots of woods. Marita is doing...
Yeah, I'm going with Frida.
Okay. Brennar, when you're coming into the town this morning, you will notice that guard captain is working around again, giving everybody the evil eye, basically. He's just really in a bad mood.
Need to take him out first.
He seems to be listening to what people are saying and keeping watch, very close close watch on what's going on. And then someone who is dressed in, well, not guards gear, but more like robes, an administrator perhaps, is coming out of the keep and standing on top of the stairs, just in front of the double doors that lead in, and hear ye, hear ye, hear ye! The Lady Narindra has decided to join General Zertorm in his quest to rid the lands of the Rust Brothers. We shall mobilize our local militia and join in this worthy cause. We travel in a week from now. And then he puts up some kind of message, a parchment that probably says what he just said. And goes back into the pit.
Well, that seems to be a noble effort, going after the Rust Brothers.
They're on to us. They're totally on to us.
So yeah, I'll let the rest of the crew know once I'm done finished smithing.
Dang, dang. They're out in the forests, obviously.
Well, I mean, we're not the Rust Brothers, so there's that.
No, you're not. That is absolutely true.
This is an excuse to bulk up their arms.
I don't know if it is necessarily. I mean, the Rust Brothers are a growing threat.
Don't get me wrong, the Rust Brothers are dicks. But this is an excuse.
I think
because they can't outright say, our people are in rebellion, so we're upping our arms. They need a legitimate excuse.
Well, no, if maybe Brainer's just viewing this in another aspect, but if anything, it basically says we're leaving in a week to go on this crusade to help General... Sorry, I'm probably going to butcher this. Zorton with basically fighting the Rust Brothers. So, whether we get rid of Lady Narinda tonight or we wait a week and she leaves anyways by her own volition. But
if we rouse a rebellion, though, wouldn't that make them want to stay in town to quiet their townspeople?
Oh, without a doubt. But at this point, I don't think we can't call off the goblins.
No, we can't stop it at this point. It's already gone.
Train has left the station.
And we have to get those folks out of jail.
Yes.
We no longer have control over this rebellion. This rebellion is now have a life of its own.
That's right.
We have to help Oro get his friends out. We have to get rid of the demon, and we have to kill the tyrant that's running this city.
Speaking of the demon, if you're referring to the Raven Sister, she will be sitting where she sat yesterday and hearing, the supplicants and trying to help out the people as they come to her. Now that you notice that particular feature, you can. She has that very wide-brimmed hat that makes it harder to see her eyes, but every once in a while, that glint of the sun. People seem to just love her.
Almost like they flock to her, almost religiously or worshipped as a god.
Maybe they just really need comfort right now.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll deal with her later.
We'll put that into tomorrow's pile.
Right after midnight.
As Brennar finishes up his work in the forge, this is around midday, and go back towards the camp. Are you, when you're done chopping for that 1 quarter day, are you going back to the camp, or are you taking the 2nd quarter day for this as well?
I will go back to the camp and I will start making up a lunch to basically making up a feast with what we have to feed the troops.
You will see there, in fact, as you come back, Pheidon. He has packed his bags.
Where the fuck are you going?
He looks a bit pale.
Yo, hello. Where you going?
This is going to sound strange, but I have been given a mission.
Uh-huh.
A mission from Huge.
You don't seem the religious type, but okay.
And I have to complete it. Promptly.
What's this mission, and it can't wait till tomorrow?
It really shouldn't. When a god asks you a favor...
Yeah.
You just abide.
Indeed.
I didn't know my entire party was the religious type. I thought there was only 2 of them, but okay.
I worship Huge as much as the next dwarf. I don't consider myself particularly blessed or particularly more devout than anyone else, but this was strange. Huge came to me in a voice and spoke to me of a sacred task that has to be completed. I'm not going to argue with that.
Your gods are nicer than mine, so that's okay.
I suppose I could wait till tomorrow, but after that I really must hasten.
Okay.
I'll be going, in case you need to know, I'll be going south. I'll be going down to Grindbone.
Well, maybe we'll see you again.
Maybe.
Good luck, and we will try to leave word as we travel, so if you need to find us, you can.
I don't think we're hard to miss.
Yeah, but
Stay safe.
It's a big land.
It is a big land.
True. Good luck.
And to you. You're having your lunch. Pheidon has another lunch with you before, at least. But Pheidon did you? I suppose you talked Pheidon into staying until after the rebellion. It's not that long. But you're having your lunch there. The best of your all scouting, maybe?
Chris is scouting, I think.
I've got a 5.
Yours is better than mine.
Yeah, I got a 4. Untrained.
I have a 2. I have no wits.
Oh, I got 1.
Ah, how about
Besides,
that?
I was cooking.
Yeah. So, you will notice then that there is someone sneaking up, or, well, sneaking. walking very inconspicuously, which is very conspicuous in this case, towards your camp. This is a halfling. Yeah, she's
Well,
has
you're not being very stealthy.
she has tied up. This is not Rosalind. This is someone else, and she's tied up her hair and under a shawl, and is actually wearing pants at the moment. And she's looking towards you. Do you mind if I take a little bit of your time?
Well, as you can see, we're very busy.
I don't mean to intrude.
What do you need?
All right, I forgot Mama Wolf was here.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors in town today. People are talking about demon worship and things.
It's a thing. What can we do for you?
I just arrived today. Well, with the boat.
Did you?
We were the orcs?
Yes.
And the really large ogre?
Yeah, they're bodyguards. I'm working with the Islanders. Who live across the lake. I ply my trade as a merchant, but my point is, are these rumors true?
Yes.
Oh.
You could have worked into that.
I suppose, yes.
I don't work into things. You know this.
We've managed to get rid of one within the city, but the residing leader definitely still continued to work with demons, and we feel that there's currently an additional one now within the city.
Yes, I've seen that there is another halfling lady like myself walking around and talking to people.
Yeah, she's with us.
She's with you?
She's talking about Rosalind, isn't she?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Very well. You need to be very careful with her. I've met her before. She's ruthless. She's very charming.
She's a
very smooth talker.
Oh, yes.
Somebody with higher wits than me do an insight check.
Yeah, I'll take a crack at that.
Sure. She looks honest enough, but don't they all?
Good, Rosalind, so there you go.
Whoa.
Rainer knows everything. Reading it like a book.
Yep, and you could tell the pool there that I just rolled. She seems absolutely earnest to you, Brennar. She seems downright alarmed that Rosalind is walking around here and talking to people. As I said, I've met her before. Have you heard of cutthroat competition among merchants before?
Yes, it makes sense. Yes.
For most people, that is a metaphor. Not for her. I will not be staying here very long. I'm going to advise my group to continue, because wherever she is, bad things will happen to people. So just take my advice. Stay away from her. Don't trust her. Thank you for your time. I really don't want to tarry here for too long.
Of course. Thank you for the information.
And they should...
And sorry, never caught your name.
Oh, my name is Lissa Wildforest.
Well, very nice to meet you, Lissa. My name is Braynar. Hopefully our paths will meet again in some time.
Perhaps, if the gods are so inclined. And then she hurries away again.
So we may be replacing a demon worshipper with a tyrant?
Oh.
I don't see the problem.
I suppose tyrant is still better than demon worshipper, but it's probably not the best leader.
No.
The taxes will be better.
Shidan is still there,
Probably.
so he'll... Or maybe Bodgar the Brazen. One of the dwarves. Let's see, I'm thinking about which personality this would fit better. I'm gonna go with the cranky Thulman Trimblewine. Because he's cranky. Well, you know, I'm sure there will be casualties on both sides, if you know what I mean.
It's expected.
Of course.
So maybe that will be a thing. I mean, I'm not a warrior myself, but I understand that wild things can happen in combat.
Frida gives him this, like, knowing glance of, I underestimated that.
Noted.
I can always ask if Hamda or someone else might slip a little bit.
No, accidents happen.
Indeed.
We tend to make our own mistakes.
All right, so on our priority list then during this rebellion, we need to get the other adventuring party out of jail.
Yep.
We need to deal with Lady Narinda.
Yep.
And then
We need to deal with the demon.
if the demon shows up, I'm not going hunting for the demon showing chaos. We maybe need to see if Rosalind has an accident that at least takes her out of commission.
It's a big to-do list.
And if the demon happens to be around, maybe banish a demon. Alright, so...
Or
yeah.
we just release the goblins and let the fucking town tear itself apart.
No, because we were told that we can get the inn out of this if we help with the rebellion.
You were told this, yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yes.
So...
They're pretty heavily vested in this town, whether it's a mess or not.
Well, it's our mess, so... Alright.
Why did this become our mess again?
You kind of made it your mess.
We should have taken Marina's plan in the first place and just get the fuck off.
I told you.
It's
You
never
guys
too
are all
late.
like, she's too young. She doesn't know anything.
I never said that.
On the other hand, you know, you could tip the balance wherever you want if, you know, when things actually happen tonight.
Well, see, now I'm curious. I'm invested now.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
I'm only gonna run when things go really badly.
Okay.
Or moderately badly.
Just stay behind me.
I was thinking of just staying here at the encampment. And, you know, if anybody gets wounded, just bring them to me.
We may need you to triage.
Yeah, okay, fine.
That'll tend.
Fine, I've got my trusty staff. I'm good.
Fuck. Just stay really close to me and I'll keep you alive. It's what I do, remember?
True.
It's basically my job.
There's a point to that.
All right. During the afternoon, I'm going to see. I'm going to take a look around, kind of the entire outskirts of the fort, and see if I can find a way for us to get in during the chaos that's not front gate.
I'm going to have you roll a scouting roll for that. There might well be a crack in the palisade somewhere that is just wide enough for someone to squeeze through. But if there is, you haven't found it. Are you going to push that?
Yeah, I am.
You might actually get a quarter day before midnight there to rest up.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, you find a gap in the palisade that you can use.
Okay.
Even though doing so has
wits.
exhausted your senses quite a lot.
Yeah, I've been racking my brain trying to find the best
You
way to
have.
get into this place. But when things happen, I think I found a way in for us, guys, so that we can avoid the front gate where there's going to be mass chaos.
Excellent. We easily can go ahead and use that and save us some time, hopefully.
But now I am going to try to go and get some rest.
Yeah, you'll need it. Final stretch before midnight strikes. What will Frida and Brennar do during this time?
Brainer is going to try and find himself a tent.
What was the insight about?
I need to make an insight check when I try to sleep because I still have a couple of days left on my
you're right.
nightmares.
You're right. I forgot about that. That when you had that was a critical injury that you would have had for how many days?
For 5 days.
5 days. Okay, yeah. So it should be
This is the third day.
a couple of more days, indeed.
Yep. Alright.
So it doesn't in fact count as rest.
But I will use my pride. Because I am scarier than demons. They just don't know it yet.
I'm good with that. That's 3 successes.
Alright.
What you needed. So you get some rest after all.
Thank God.
Thank Clay.
Thanks, Clay, indeed. Brennar, Frida, you're resting up. Sun is coming down. It's going to be a big night.
Yep, might as well.
Exactly. You're all... Trade is ending. The cows are... And other cattle that's been outside of the palisade are being taken back in again. The usual noisy commotion in the evening. You've been here for... more than a week now. No, just about a week, in fact. A week and a little bit. And night falls over the lake, over Fort Riverstone. Marita is sleeping in the tent.
She's probably
Resting up properly.
muttering under her breath about the demon and the true form of the thing that she saw when she tried to banish it.
Yeah.
Kind of whimpering a little bit in her sleep until this kind of more forceful personality takes over, drives it back.
Be gone, foul creature. And in your dream, at least, it is gone. You'd banish it, just like you attacked that demon inside the book a few days ago. But eventually, midnight falls. Or night falls. Midnight comes. And you will start hearing a whooping noise from around, northwards. There's screaming. There's a couple of torches as well out there. You will hear, of course, the guards on the palisade who are ringing the bell, because now comes something out there. They're aware of it. They're ready for it. Because these goblins are not being quiet.
Yeah.
It's a clear sky this night. The stars are strewn across the sky. There's only a wisp of smoke, of cloud or two. Slightly windy, though.
It's clear night, full moon.
Because if you need a distraction, you should always get one that worships chaos.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And the wind is coming from due north, in fact.
All right. Well, it is time to get this show on the road.
Yeah.
So, Braynar is going to take a moment, basically pick his finger with a fishing hook, and spend 1 willpower and activate Firewalker.
Good idea. That means since you're doing it with a fishing hook, or you have blood there. That's what I'm saying.
A drop of blood.
You have not the fish. The fishing hook is not the tool. The blood is the tool.
Yeah,
you have
the blood
your
is the
blood.
tool.
You have 1 willpower point. You get a second for being half elf. That's 3. Power level 3. So go ahead and roll for the spell.
Okay. Can't remember how to do this again, so give me a moment.
I think you roll dice equal to the willpower you're spending.
Thanks.
Roll dice equal to. Excuse me.
So 3. This is typically 1. I've got an implement and the psychic power dual heritage thing.
Yeah, you have your psychic power, right? So that's your half-elf talent. You roll the base dice equal to the number of willpower points you spend. That's true.
I'm only spending 1 on it.
It doesn't actually say that you have to roll equal to the power level. That's interesting. So you have... You spend 1 willpower, you get a second for free that you don't have to spend. I'm going to say that you're rolling your 2 dice, and then you get an extra power level for the blood.
Oh.
Well, that's fine. What's interesting is 1s or 6s. 6s just supercharge your spell, so you get another power level, and 1s is a bad thing. But no result like that just means that the spell succeeds.
Okay.
So, yes, you have activated your Firewalker spell, which means that you are absolutely immune to heat and cold. You take no damage from fire at this point. That can turn out to be quite important, and this lasts for a quarter day. So this entire fight will be immune to fire. And that turns out to be, a foresighted thing to do, because as you see when you're laying the spell and you're reaching out and basically just ripping that power out of your own blood to give you that protection as a shield around your body, you can see that the goblins have now approached some of the sheds and things close to the hobbit holes, and they're on fire now. So apparently they like playing with fire. You hear shouts from coming around the palisade.
Alright, boys and girls, let's get the move on before the goblins burn the shit to the ground.
Yep. Oh, they're shouting, they're screaming.
Yep.
Alright. So we will kind of marshal the troops that we have assembled. Make sure that they understand the plan is that if they do drop anybody, that they're to grab their weapons and to push forward.
Yep.
And,
the dwarves will, of course, rally to your side. So Hamda is there. There's a couple of more dwarves who are armored up. The Triple Twine brothers will not go. They consider themselves too old. But Bogdan is there.
Alright. So we'll take our small force around to that opening that I found earlier.
Yep.
Frida kind of lets a howl to signal the rest of them to charge.
I'm just gonna roll a die for where you found your little hole in the wall, and I'm gonna say that it is in fact on the south side, close to the actual keep.
Excellent.
Rosalind's nowhere to be found during all this, correct?
That's correct, yeah. She might be
Okay.
inside and invigorating people from there.
So
I mean, you did have time to coordinate with her before, so if you wanted her to be in the camp, she can be there. We can retcon that easily.
No, that's fine.
But Rosalind, I think Rosalind's idea is that she's gonna make the peasants rise up from inside.
Yep. Alright, so this down here in the bottom corner, this is the keep.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Alright, so once we make our way in, we can set the dwarves loose in one direction, and then we can go to the dungeon.
Indeed. Let's see now. Some dwarves, you say? I'll find. Yeah, you're gonna make your way through. I mean, obviously there is so much commotion right now coming from the north side that the palisade on your side is not particularly well guarded.
Excellent.
So in you go through the palisade. You can see people rushing back and forth. People are screaming. There is a lot of noise coming from the tavern as well. There's a lot of screaming, generally speaking now, and you will hear shouts from inside the keep. People are running around inside there. You can see people coming down from the stairs. Guards who must have been, either in their beds or close to their beds, who are rushing out to help the guards that are already manning the walls.
The ones that are coming out.
Yep.
I would like to try to tell them they're over there. They're breaching the western wall. And see if I can send them off in a different direction.
Roll manipulate.
Alright. And do we have any reputation?
You have reputation for being, young, so that's basically what you have so far. I'm gonna give you, in fact, one more because you've done things with the demon around here.
Alright.
That makes us badass.
Yes, it does make you badass.
Let's find it. Did I do this right? Oh, that only rolled my reputation.
Yeah, you should roll all the things. There we go. Apparently the guards in question are absolutely convinced by what you said. You've been helping everybody out around here before, so they do what you ask you to. What you ask them to. They are rushing away. I'll put out some more guards. There's
So
two
is
up
there
here,
like
but
a
there should be
back
more.
door into the palace? Like, what door are they coming out of?
They would be coming out here. I put a guard here. So, it's basically the main doors of the keep.
Okay.
No, excuse me. I'm actually wrong about that. It's on the side here. They have a side door.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk through the front door?
The front door is on the other side. But
Oh,
this is the
okay, so
side
we're
door.
going to the side door.
Yeah, they're coming out of the side
Yeah.
door.
Okay.
Well,
And it's gonna be.
if we,
more
there's
of
got to
them.
be a way down to the dungeon over where the guards were.
So they will be running towards the west, where you pointed them.
Yep.
So we'll walk right in behind them.
Oh, so you're gonna move? Oh, they're not coming out of the dungeon, mind you. But by the side
Can
door,
we-
there's also a door, a stairwell going down towards
Okay.
the dungeon.
We'll go
Yeah.
down that way.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, so you're going down towards the stairs towards the dungeons. The dungeon. Nobody seems to be paying too much attention to you right now. All the eyes are on the goblins, of course, and your way is barred by a hefty door. But Okro is here, and he might be able to help you.
Excellent.
Because that's what he's good at.
I will ready my staff just so I don't have to ready it if we run into trouble.
So I will roll his sleight of hand. See if he can get that door open for you. He can.
Excellent. See, I was all set for Frida to break it down, but I'll kind of pat her on the head and say, next door.
Do it.
So the door opens. He has managed to, with a couple of rusty spikes, pick the lock, and it creaks open. And that means that we will go to a new map for the first time in a long time.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
We should get him to teach us how to do that if we all live through this.
Probably somebody who is a better at that stuff than me.
There we go.
I don't know what that skill would be. Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually really good at that.
Oh,
Excellent.
it's agility, so yes.
Yeah.
That makes
I have
sense.
a really good agility.
You do.
Long claws.
So you are coming in through this door here.
Okay.
And you will find that you're not alone down here.
Of course not.
Of course not.
There's prisoners.
Yes. And where there's prisoners, there will be
Guards.
guards.
It's okay, that's why we brought Frida.
Exactly.
Yep. That is exactly why you brought Frida. I agree with this assessment.
Can I intimidate them to drop the keys and run?
You can. That is threatening. So use your might. You get to add your reputation, in fact, which is 1. Also, there is a lot of you and not so many guards. That's +1 more. So you have +2 on this roll for your skill.
I forgot to add the +2. So.
That's fine. You can add 2 more dice now.
Okay. Nope. I will push it though.
Indeed. And do include the 2 extra dice on your skills now.
Yeah. Is it doing it? Why is it not doing it?
It will be shortly.
There we
you
go.
go.
Ooh, no.
Oh!
Ouch! That's not so good.
Am I not scary?
You are not scaring them at all, and in fact, you are shoving them, and in this scuffle, one of them just kind of nope, and punches you right back, and that's what happens. You get hurt by one of them.
He hits me in the snout.
He hits you in the
Ow.
snout, and it's bleeding, and you've now taken 3 points of damage, in fact, before the fight
Oh.
even starts.
Jerk.
And they will hear a yelp from the Wolfkin. I think Hamda does not accept this at all.
No. I'm like her BFF.
You are like her BFF. So...
I'm gonna kill a guard now.
Yeah, you can kill guards now, I guess.
Okay.
Let's see now. This should not be gridlocked, I'm sorry. Fix that. No,
That's
grid
okay.
enabled. There we go. Okay. So yeah, there's gonna be... there's only 2 of them down here. But they, whoa, we're not gonna... What are you talking about? And then they just punch you on the nose. Get out of here, you demon spawn! And, I guess
That's
that means
offensive.
initiative. That means initiative, folks. At least Frida gained a ton of willpower now.
I did.
Which, seems quite appropriate because they were being terrible to her. So
Meanies.
she'll be able to, give them what for right back. They're really just armed with, leather jerkins and things like that. And one of them has like a short sword and the other has like an axe. Hamda will have a dwarf. Where do I have dwarf? There. Dwarf warrior. Here we go. So there, Brennar is somewhere in behind there, I'm guessing. Yeah, there you go. Right, so what initiative do we have here?
I
I'm
got
a 10.
2.
I need myself one as well. So I have a 3 for the guards. Jessica has a 2. That's great. That means that you will in fact start. And I'm going to say that obviously since they punched you on the nose, you are already in melee range.
Oh, there's a minor correction there. I think Marita's got the 2.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Marita has the 2. So I'll put that towards there. Where's Jessica's?
The thing.
I was having trouble figuring out how to draw cards again.
Okay, shall I deal one for you?
No, I got it now. It's an 8.
Ah, okay. You're not first.
Alright.
And Brennar is what?
10.
10, okay.
Brennar is old man fast.
Exactly. I'll give another one to me for Hamda.
Probably still nursing my snout.
Okay. There should be another card for me. There we go. No. It's saying that I can't distribute more cards. Hamda will be number 9. So Hamda will be after, before Brennar. But that means that Marita is first then. What do you do?
Alright. Can I quickly bandage up this gaping wound in Frida's snout? Like, can I use the healing skill, or does it have to be magical healing to happen that fast?
That's a good question. I don't know that you can actually do healing during combat with a skill. I would think that you can't. But let's double check that. So we learn for the future.
Yep.
Healing. Save a life. Recovery.
If you apply your healing skill as a slow action.
Okay, there you go then.
Awesome. Alright. So I will go like, okay, hold still, this is going to hurt, and I'll basically bandage it. This is going to hurt a lot when it comes off because of your fur. But I will use some of my my bandages as well to give me a gear bonus.
That gives you a big gear bonus indeed.
Thank you.
That works. You healed 2 points of damage for Frida. I think that's very well done, actually. You could push it if you want to, to use those last 3 dice.
No, I'm good because this will teach her a lesson.
Okay. So, Frida, you have healed 2 of those 3 damage. The bandages soothe your pain immediately. You still have a little bit of throbbing in that nose of yours. That means that it is in fact the bad guys. And one of them will definitely want to have words with Frida. The other one is fighting with Hamda. So this means that we bring out our hidden combinations deck. It's a long time since we did this.
I think this is only... Have we used these other than the trial run?
Nope, this is the first time after the trial run.
Aha!
Because we had that week when we were... yeah, I think... they would not have had their weapons ready, because why should they? I'll give you that clue. There we go. Okay, I have pulled my 2 cards. Can you find them easily?
I found them. I'm just trying to figure out how to do the draw mechanic again.
Yeah. So basically, you decide. This was a while ago, right?
Yeah. No, I know which ones I want. I just can't figure out how to draw them from the list.
Oh, you just put them out on the
Oh, okay.
table, and they will be flipped upside down.
Okay. So I will defend.
Yep, that's one.
And I will do that. Sure.
There we go.
Let's do that.
So your left one will be the first step, and the right one will be the second step. Right. So back to the drama. We were. Oh, did you?
Flipping
So you
cards.
had put the cards in the right order? Was that where we were
I
at?
think so, yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'll flip my cards.
Do I flip mine now too?
Yep. So I have a prepare, because they have to bring out their weapons.
So I have a defend and an attack.
Okay. Yes, and defend is of course a fast action. That's correct. Good. So yeah, they are spending that first action just pulling out their weapons. And does that mean that your defend action doesn't count? I'm not sure how that works. That's interesting. But I'm gonna say they're attacking and you're defending, and then you'll be attacking right back. So
Yeah.
Fort guards.
So do I roll my attack now or do I roll it on my turn?
On your turn. Right now you're rolling your defend,
Okay.
because that's gonna be a parry, right?
Yeah.
So.
Am I doing that with my shield, which of course
Yes.
I don't have on here?
Well, that depends on what you want to parry with. They are slashing. It's a short sword. No, this is a battle axe, in fact. So it's going to be a slash, and if you are parrying with your... No, it doesn't matter, weapon or shield. If you're parrying with a weapon that doesn't have parrying ability, then you get an
All my
8.
stuff has parry.
Your longsword has parry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I specifically did because I took the shield path.
Right. Yeah, then it doesn't matter in terms of the pluses or minuses you might get.
Okay.
But obviously, if anything breaks when you're parrying it, you can, it might be better for you to have the shield break.
Okay.
So I'll roll their attack roll then.
My shield's not added into my gear yet. So do I just use...
Put your shield in as your gear. go. Yeah, this guard is not doing very well at all. It seems that you don't even have to do the defense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he missed. He's swinging with his axe against you.
Well, I'm probably pretty hard to hit because my shield's got the deer antlers on it, and then I've got a massive arm length reach.
Trying to reach in there, and it's just too much entanglement. Those deer antlers are really weird to this guard, who's just kind of trying to swing at you, and it ends up just being swinging in the air without doing much damage at all. I might push that one though. I don't know. If I do that, what happens then? Nah. Well, he's kind of cornered, so I'm gonna have him do that reroll. There we go. Yeah, that still didn't do anything. Flailing with no result at all. Instead, he does get 1 point of damage on himself because he in fact manages to catch his arm on one of those antlers on your shield and cuts it open a bit.
That's a great idea, putting those on.
Yeah,
right?
Seems like it. So that's your turn then to attack him.
Okay, I'm
He
going
does
to
not
attack
have
with my
an
long
action
sword.
to defend because he used his action to draw his axe. This is really not your day, is it?
No, no, it's not. I'll push, I guess.
Why? You're gonna hurt yourself a lot. You can just not push.
Okay,
It'll
I'll
be
just
like
not push.
indecisive. Both of you are sort of cramped up there and just kind of flailing at each other, and nothing much is happening.
Okay, I won't push.
While Hamda is driving the other guard backwards with her shield and just raw strength. She's just pushing through. She's just pushing the guard backwards. And that means that we are at Brennar.
All right. So Brainer is going to he's going to move to here and try and see if you can squeeze in that new space that just opened up.
Yep. Yeah, that's a bit of a squeeze, but you can get in there. That's a fast action.
Okay. And that's pretty much it.
Alright. New turn then. Marita's up.
Okay, since my staff has a range of near, could I poke at the guard from behind Frida?
You can.
Alright.
That means that we're entering melee. That means that we're drawing our hidden combinations.
Yeah.
Okay. What should I do with that? I'll do this and...
I'm counting on the fact that I have reach over.
Yeah, you do. Which is a bit, annoying. There we go. Okay, I put mine out.
Okay, I got mine.
Yep, we flip. I have a defend and an await.
Alright. Cards are small to read. In theory, my first card here is a hinder.
Yep,
Because my staff has hooks, so I'm going to try to...
you can do that. You can do a disarm.
Hook.
Or,
Yeah, I'm actually going to try to hook him prone.
Yep.
So, shove.
I will, of course, defend. I believe you can defend from a disarm, can't you? Target can parry or dodge. Yes, indeed.
He needs to have a shield to parry because I'm doing the shove.
He needs to do... Oh, you're doing the shove. Okay, then to parry it requires a shield. Yeah, it doesn't have a shield, so he will do a dodge then, without lying down, which means a -2. Attacks against the crow. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the Oh, there we go. There we go. Delay. Boop. Yeah, that didn't work out. The fort guard is trying to get away from the staff, but your reach is just too long.
Sucker.
So
Alright,
you
if your opponent has higher strength than you, then 2 successes are required. Otherwise, 1 is enough.
well, you did get 2 successes, so
Cool.
moot point. Even though the guard is probably stronger than you. So
From- I
yeah,
don't know.
the guard falls over. Bam.
Do not underestimate my youthfulness. I have a strength of 3.
He
You
is
do.
distracted by the wolfkin and the antlers anyway.
Yeah. So, bonk, there comes a staff from behind, hits the guard over the head just in the right spot. The guard falls over and is now
And
prone.
then, right. And hinder is a fast action.
Yep.
And then my slow action is I'm going to hit him while he's prone.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this guard will probably not have any actions left, and then bad things will happen. You do get a +2 then for your attack, as the guard is prone. There we go. That's a hit. How much damage on that staff? It's a 1.
Staff is a base damage of 1.
Okay. I do have some leather armor on this fella. Oh, there we go. Armor has... Let's do a armor roll. Roll! Ah, the armor does in fact protect this time. You're punching him right in the chest, exactly where the leather armor is. And you'll hear an oof from the guard,
Down!
but
Stay down!
not more than that. But yes, the guard is down and has used their actions for this turn. So, Frida, you can do your thing. You can just
Do I
attack
need to
him.
pull cards?
You don't have to. He's out of melee right now. He's down on the ground and can't defend himself. So you get a +2 when your attack. Really? This is not your night. How many dice? You've rolled this pool like 3 times now without a single success so far?
The dice hate me tonight. I don't know why.
They definitely do. This one you can push. You're not that hurt.
They hate me.
Oh, I remember one thing. Did you mark that you're... Because you don't have 6 strength. You have 5 strength, right? You've taken a point of damage before, so your base dice should only be 4. So, please re-roll for that.
Yep.
That might also give you a success without the push. It gave you 3 successes!
Yay!
That's it! Bam! Yeah, your longsword does a base of 2 plus another 1. That's 3 points of damage to that guard who's lying prone. And the armor protects nothing, and is in fact really broken now because you slash right through it. You do
Apparently,
3
I just need a Marita to knock him over for me.
Yeah, no, he's
That's
already.
right.
Yeah, exactly. He's down, and you slash him.
And then Frida just
viciously.
keeps slashing him in rage.
Yeah, no, he's. You hear a gurgle. It's just your sword just cleaves right through his torso, and he's done. There's
So,
blood on the dungeon floor now.
As a fast action, Frida leans down and goes, "I'm not a puppy."
He's like, gurgle, gurgle, blood coming out of the mouth. Brennar.
Oh, I think Hamdar goes first, doesn't she?
She's. For simplicity's sake, I'm saying that they're just wailing at each other right now. No one is having the advantage, really.
Alright, well, Raynor sees an open torch. Time for him to do what he does best. I'm going to
killing
spend...
people hard. Well, let's see if Hamda can spare you that. I'm just going to roll it for giving her. Because that's a willpower point you'll never get back. That's 2 successes versus a fort guard. Where did the fort go? Oh, I always put them in the wrong spot on my... there we go. So the fort guard will do the parry thing. What? No. Oh, I didn't take the right... There, sorry. There we go. Yep, didn't parry at all. So that is... Hamda's weapon is... I think it's also a battle axe. Yes, it is. Which does 2 points of damage plus 1. That's 3 points of damage to the guard. The guard is down before Brennar gets there. So that's
You could still light him on fire. It'd be funny to watch.
You can. Yep, so Hamda is just sort of mauling on that guard, and the guard is down. That saves you willpower there, Brennar.
Appreciate it.
Hey, look, fighters do fighter things.
Yes!
Alright, so... Frida is still injured, yes?
1 point, yes.
Yep.
My nose is still a little swollen.
Yep.
Alright, and I can't heal that with the healing skill because it's the injury already healed. So
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to shake that off.
That's fine, I'm good. I can fight through the pain.
All right.
He just sounds a little wheezy.
Meanwhile, Ochro is opening the locks with his skill.
Excellent.
And one by one, the locks give way, and maybe Ochro is also going up to plunder the guards and find the key ring to the actual cells. And out of the cells, you will finally meet Ochro's companions. One, I don't know what's with Fort Riverstone, but there's so many halflings around here. One is, in fact, a halfling, sitting with, this is a gentleman this time. He has rich, sort of dark brown curly hair, long sideburns down the side, and he had once fairly nice looking robes that are now very tattered, because he's been sitting in a dungeon for more than a week. The other one is a large wolf man.
Does he look familiar at all?
No, not really. He is.
Are you saying a wolf can look the
scars
same?
and really muscular?
No,
and
I'm wondering if I know him, if we're related.
Probably.
He's a very old wolf, this one. And he has scars to show for it. His white fur is streaked with gray. He's just dressed in a dirty tunic and brown hoses.
I'll pass out some deer jerky to the prisoners.
Yeah, they will eat and what? I thank you, says the halfling. Thank you very much indeed.
Of course.
My name is Arland Roothart.
I'm Frida.
Alright. Are you guys ready to fight for your freedom?
Just go run out the door, you'll be fine.
Very good.
Take the battle axes on the way.
Yes.
Yeah. You might need them. Probably
Yeah,
should finish the jerky first, it'll
the
help.
wolfkin looks at you, looks at the guard. You need to work harder.
Are the guards?
Eat your
dead?
jerky and go kill some guards.
Yeah, or are they just unconscious?
No,
They're dead. I cut one in half.
they're broken.
All right.
I'll call them dead or unconscious as you see fit.
Yeah, Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say then. The one that freed like through. If I have the time, I will take his leather armor because I think either me or Brainer are probably only humans here and the only ones that'll fit.
Yeah, you that leather armor that the guard that was fighting Frida, that leather armor has been shredded. 2 out of 3 of its points are destroyed. The other one has leather armor as well. That is intact.
That's the one we'll take.
Yeah.
Here, do you want this, Brainer? I mean, you're an old man. You're more susceptible to blows than I am.
Sure.
It's a leather jerkin, and they both have studded leather caps, and together that makes a 3. So. But the leather jerkin itself is only 2 points of armor.
Can I take the leather cap off the other gentleman at least?
Yeah, for sure. That gives you 1 point of armor.
It's 1 point more than I had.
Exactly. Never know when that might come in handy.
That's right.
So, are you going up again then?
There's nothing else down here, is there?
Not really, no.
Let's go find Lady Lorinda.
Sure, yeah. It's gonna burn it, but it's all good.
You can burn it after we clear it.
There is hay down here that'll burn really well. And
I'll take a torch off the wall to walk with.
You can burn it after we clear it.
There's this ladder that goes right up into the roof. There is a hatch in the roof. In the ceiling.
Okay. Go up through then?
So your choices is going back out the doors or up this ladder?
The hatch probably leads into the keep proper.
Yeah, let's go through the hatch.
It would, yes.
I guess I'll go first.
Alright.
So, hatch? Okay.
Yeah.
Hatch, indeed. That means that we will, in fact, switch maps again.
Before we leave, I look at Old Man Wolf and I say, eat your jerky and go kill some guards.
Alright. I'm ready. He is big and muscular.
Do either of them look like they were actually injured or just kind of malnourished?
They're just kind of dirty and...
Okay.
Yeah, so that's, so let's go up then, into the keep. You will be coming out. Who was the first one coming out? That was Frida?
Yes.
You're taking point. There you are.
Yep.
Coming out. And you will not be alone up here.
I didn't imagine I would.
Yeah. There's the thing with, guards.
I'll let Brainard go ahead of me so I can kind of like push him up the ladder.
There we go.
The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure Brainard is actually stronger than Marita.
Probably.
Yeah, she is. He is, yes.
Yep. Underestimate the old man, see what happens.
Exactly.
It's fine.
In this game, wizards don't have to be weak. Three guards in here. And I'm gonna say There's also, in fact, Lady Narinda.
Oh,
Behind the desk. You've come up, in fact, in her office.
Awesome.
So
That's
you're coming up
convenient.
there, and she's going, "What? What are you doing here?" And the guards are turning around and seeing you. And I guess that means that there's another initiative, isn't there?
Releasing your prisoners, you dumbass.
This will be
All
interesting.
right, dumbass demon worshiper.
So I'm gonna take some. Do grab your initiative card, Freya.
Yes.
I will take mine.
Did I do the thing? Yes, I did the thing. Yay!
okay. I apparently forgot to grab my combat cards off the other map.
Oh,
So you should be able to switch back to that map without moving us, and just grab the cards and drop them down to my name, and it'll
oh
show
right.
up for me.
They're still on that map. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. It's weird. I ran Toward Eternity all day, which has cards all the time, and I know this, and I forgot.
I don't see them on this map. That's interesting.
They're not there.
Nope. That's weird.
Maybe I
I-
deleted the.
I was gonna say, because I got mine back.
Huh.
And mine were the only ones I saw in there.
Yeah, they're not on that map. Oh well. That's interesting. What cards are you missing?
I'm missing the hinder and the attack.
Right, because that's what you were doing.
Let me check and make sure I don't have two things.
No, you don't.
No.
Can I duplicate those for you?
Just give me a sec. Let me just see if I can figure out which deck here is mine. Oh, this is convenient. I think I grabbed the right deck. Incidentally, when you get a chance, Mikhail, the hidden combination decks that are there,
Yeah.
you can actually rename those. So if you want to do like hidden combination Brainer, hidden combination Frida, etc., that way we know which decks are ours for when we do this sort of thing.
Right, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for the future. Meanwhile,
But- I think this should fix it. I can't hide. Wait, yes, I can't hide it. Now, let me see this one.
there we go.
Yep, that's an attack, so I'll take that one. I'll take that one, and there. I have fixed my goof.
Awesome. I have put out the initiative for our dear friends. What's your initiative, Frida? Given that you're like there.
Why is it? Oh, okay. Do the. I got it. I got it.
There you
I have
go.
an initiative of 10.
Yeah. Okay. You're moving
Rita's
last.
kind of in the way.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna say that none of them have actually prepared their weapons yet, because they're in the keep. Why would they have their weapons drawn?
She's sitting in her office doing shit.
Yeah, exactly. Who are you and what are you doing here? Says Lady Narendra when she sees a great big wolfkin coming out of the.
Know who I am, lady? Rita's got no filter.
Yeah. What's happening? What's going on? She's gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, apparently.
We are
Meanwhile, Brainard comes
investigating more demons. It's not
up,
technically a lie.
investigating more demons.
Yes.
Roll manipulation. You're buying time though. It takes a full,
Yeah.
turn, I guess. Brainard is
Couldn't she
coming
use
up too.
Couldn't she use? Oh, that's to be threatening. Never mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
trying to be
this is-
threatening.
This is definitely.
Oh!
And that's when you succeed.
I can't hit shit all night, but apparently I can lie.
That's great. Well, we'll see what Lady Nirinda has to say about this. If she understands that you're full of it.
Nope.
She does not. More demons, she says. And looks
Yes,
very
we believe the
concerned.
Raven Sister is another demon. It's not a lie.
Well, I'm very happy you're here to tell me these things. Who else is coming up now? Is it Marita? Is it Hamda? Might be Hamda.
Because I'm buying time. I've moved out of the way, I assume.
Marita mentioned that she was pushing Brainar up, so I'm assuming she's next.
Okay. So Marita's coming in?
It's a Brainer and then Marita?
Yep.
Right? And then Hamda will be...
Because I've apparently bought enough time to get us all into the keep.
Yep. I don't quite know how that happened.
Neither do I.
But that's okay.
If I can't be scary, at least I can be calming.
Yeah, exactly. Hamda is coming up as well. Where is this demon, says Lady Nirinda.
In the temple.
Very well then.
I'm not lying!
She's done. You two follow them. She tells two of the guards. Are the halfling and the other wolfman, are they coming up through this with you guys?
No, we told them to go kill guards.
Okay.
Yeah, we told him to go the other way.
Yeah, okay, then Ochre is with them as well.
So,
because
I'll
it's-
let her
it's
guards
everybody.
leave.
Yeah. Yeah, the guards start moving. They start moving out. You know what? I'm going to recall all the initiatives because this really got very different from how I thought it would turn out. So we'll draw anew when it's time. So the guards, these two guards leave.
No, I
And
screwed
you
up.
are not
I meant to
leaving
give
with
it back
them?
to you, and I didn't.
You're not leaving with them? Lady Nirinda is looking at you. What are you doing here? Go with them. Deal with this. I have a goblin attack to think about.
Marita is just sitting back watching this like a tennis match because this is not going the way she expected either.
We will meet them there shortly.
Brainar goes towards the entrance of the door
Yeah.
and
Closes it.
closes it.
Lady Nirinda is starting to understand that there is something strange and amiss here. What are you doing?
Are there any other exits?
The one right next to the dwarf
yeah.
and past you.
Exactly. Going through you, basically.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Frida will move slightly closer to Lady Norinda.
Yep.
We have other cultists to take care of first.
What are the cultists? Where are they?
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm sure I do not.
What was your relationship with Miselda the Wise before you die? And I can make a
What? She says.
I can make a manipulation roll if you'd like.
Feel free. Now you stepped on something that was very tender for her.
Manipulation.
There's an awful lot of commotion from outside right now. Yeah, no, that wasn't impressive at all. How dare you? She says.
I will roll to intimidate her to tell us the truth.
That you can do now because you have a talent.
Threatening.
Exactly. Unfortunately,
I will push it.
you can do that. Oh wait, you're still hurt from that last
Oh.
time, aren't you? So you only roll the 4 dice.
Right.
Haven't you marked that you're hurt?
It did. I just...
There we go. Okay, you still didn't do anything much.
I will still push.
You will still push. That seems reasonable.
There we go. Still didn't do anything.
No,
But I didn't hurt myself.
you didn't. Her hand now goes down to the hilt.
Mine's still in my hand.
Your
Or no,
sword
it
is
couldn't
in
have
your
been because
hand?
I was climbing, so mine will too.
Yeah.
Initiatives? Question mark.
Well, if you're gonna charge her, absolutely. She's. Get out of my office now. Deal with those cultists, she says.
So, I guess I'll start the chaos. There's a candle on her desk.
Yep, wait, we'll see. I haven't taken a card for myself here. I'll need two, one for the guard, one for Hamda and one for her. For their side. There we go. So, one for Hamda. And one for her. It makes complete sense that she is late in this turn.
Hey, I still go before her.
Yeah, this time you do. Alright, so who is first now? Who's number 4?
I got a 4.
Alright, Marita.
Alright, is there a way, I know I can trade cards with an enemy if I faint, but can I trade cards with an ally?
No, because the feint is
Okay.
specifically against an enemy.
Okay. I will wait to see what happens.
No, I'm gonna pull myself another initiative card, simply
Marita's
for-
like, what the fuck?
I don't know why it does that. Alright, you'll wait, but see what happens. That means that who is number 5?
Renner?
That's... No, I think that's Hamda, actually.
Yep.
Hamda goes up towards her. Your foul reign is over. We're taking over from here, she says. Behind her shield. But she's not attacking her yet. That's a move right there. I think maybe Hamda is hoping that Lady Narinda will sort of surrender without a fight. She is outnumbered. That's 5. Anyone has 6? No, that's Narinda. Next then. She pulls out her sword. Never. Now you leave this keep. You leave me alone. You leave Fort Riverstone, and you never come back. I will, in fact, roll manipulation for that, just to see if she can intimidate you to leaving. Probably can't. She has a minus 1 for being outnumbered, and 2 for trying to tell you things that you really don't want to do. Yeah, nope. Has no effect. Well, at least you tried to solve it peacefully, right?
Try.
That was her thing. Who is number 8?
Me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna move closer to Lady Narinda. Can I get all the way up to her?
You can, yes.
Okay, and does
There's
that
the
take
guard
my
here.
whole action?
That's a fast action.
Okay. And I will draw my weapon.
Okay. Yeah, the guard is also drawing the weapon and, just trying to be defensive. This guard has a shield and an axe. And is looking around for, where this guard should be. Since Frida and Hamda are the ones who look really well armed and fightery. The guard will pay more attention towards Frida.
And I will look at Lady Narinda and say, we will never leave this town in the hands of demon worshippers.
Filthy lies! She snarls.
Really? Because I don't think so.
Marita's up.
Isn't it Brainard's turn?
Yeah, I
Or
think
did
it's
you have your
Brainard.
Oh, it's Brainard. Okay, sorry, yes.
So, one of them's gonna go on fire.
Oh, who will that be?
Probably the guard. The guard's a good idea.
The guard, or do we want to not even let her get her sword out?
She has
I
her
want to
sword
make
out.
an example of her if I can.
She has
Okay.
her sword out now.
Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to use immolation
Mm-hmm.
and basically take the flame that's on the desk, and it's going to politely hop over to the guard.
Yeah, you're invoking the fire spirits and connecting it to his own blood. You're just reaching in there with your will and ripping those two ethereal elements together, whether they like it or not.
So I am spending 2 points of willpower to cast.
Are you actually spending 2 points of willpower or just one of them?
It is rank 2, so I have to spend 2,
Okay.
don't I?
Yeah.
No, you'll actually have to spend 1.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I really want this guy burnt to a crisp, so we're gonna say 2.
All right.
So
3
that's
points
2.
together. You roll 3 dice for that.
Yeah.
Because you get that extra for being half elf.
Yeah. So I hope it is us right. We'll see.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. You're reaching out for these energies, channeling, finding that vibration inside the guard that corresponds well to the flames, ethereal patterns, and then merging them. And the guard screams. That's 4 points of damage, because you do have that focus. To the guard, and he screams and shrieks as there's smoke coming up from inside him. You've seen this before now a few times. It's coming up from inside his mouth, and he's all red, and then he's just collapsing and just shrieking in horror as he is in fact burning from inside out. And yes, there is flame. There's, with this much power that you put in, he is in. You can feel the scent of burning flesh as he just goes down.
Ah,
And Narinda's looking at that and just absolutely looks shocked. That means it's Hamda's turn. I guess Hamda will try to disarm Narinda. Why not? That seems like a thing she would try to do. So disarm. That seems to succeed very well indeed. Narinda will of course try to parry that, which means that she loses her first fast action for the turn. She does have her sword now, which is a broadsword. Broadsword is... Yep, it's also a very well-made broadsword. There we go.
Oof.
Yeah, no, Hamda. Sorry. Narinda can easily parry that. Just shoves that axe out of the way. Cling clang! That is Hamda's move. Who is next? 8 is Frida. And you are standing behind her. No, it's Nirinda, in fact.
I think I got missed on 4.
Oh, you got missed? Okay.
I think so. Because Hamda goes on 5, right?
Hamda goes on 5, yes.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
go
Yeah,
just
okay, fair enough.
slightly before.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead. Marita, go ahead.
So knowing that, seeing as how things are going, I'm just gonna move over here, and I am going to try to sweep Dorinda's legs with my staff.
Alright. This is not good for Nirinda. She needs to get out of here. She doesn't have enough actions.
She's not getting out.
Nope.
You could
know
push
what?
it.
I will push it.
Yes.
There we
Good
go.
job.
We should have done the hidden combinations for this one, but that's fine.
Yep.
Too late.
Yep.
Sorry.
Another parry then, I guess?
Only if she has a shield, otherwise she has to dodge.
Ah, yes. She'll have to dodge.
No dodging for you.
She
That's
will
okay,
do
because
so,
that just means
but
she uses
will
all her
not
actions before she gets to my turn.
go prone. So I will roll her melee again. That's a single success. It's not good enough for her to actually get out of your way.
Alright, so I actually only knock her prone if she is strength 3 or less.
She's strength 3 and 4, so she doesn't go prone.
She moves, so she just kind of stumbles then?
No, it just fails.
Okay.
So it's not enough to get her to go down. But she has
Okay.
used 2 fast actions now, which means that she
Yes.
technically does not have a slow action left for this turn. But now it is in fact her turn, and it turns out that she is a master of the blade. She will use a willpower
Of course she
point
is.
to be able to attack, and she will use that to attack Hamda because Hamda attacked her first.
Oh, okay.
Frida hasn't done anything yet.
Yet.
So I will do that. I will quite simply smack Hamda. Hamda will parry that because she can. Wow, that's 3 successes for Nirinda and 3 successes for Hamda. Cling clang! Furious battle going on there. But neither one of them can get through the other one's guard. And that leaves her completely open for you, Frida.
Now that she's good and distracted.
Yep. Ow, now you're hitting!
I really hate her.
Ugh! That's gonna be 4 points of damage. Because that's, ow.
I am specifically, if it doesn't outright kill her, I'm specifically looking to take off her sword arm.
Yeah, 4 points of damage. Feel free to roll a d66 for her critical wound. She is officially broken.
Yay. Where would I
A
find
d66, basically.
Oh, I see it.
If you roll 1 base die and... there we go.
42.
42. You slash her right over the eye.
Ooh.
Yep, this is not a lethal injury, but she does go down. She screams in pain as you slash her in the face.
As she
Bam.
goes down, I take her sword out of her hand.
Yeah, she falls over. She's on the ground now, gripping her face and just bleeding through her hands. Ah! You!
Me what?
Demon spawn, she hisses under her breath.
Pot meat kettle, bitch.
What are you gonna do with Lady Narinda? She's lying there. She's
I will
writhing in
bind her
pain.
arms.
Ah,
I will bind her arms. I will search her for any more weapons and keys.
she has a dagger, and yes, she does have keys.
Okay. And then I will let Marita tend her wound because I intend to make an example out of her.
Ooh.
So I will.
I can tell you, if you had rolled 43, that would have been a lethal wound.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's exactly the cutoff point.
So, Lady Narinda, why don't you tell us what exactly is going on here? Because that's going to go much better for you if we know.
I don't even know what you're talking about, she says.
What was the deal with you and the demon?
I had no deal with any demon! She's
Really?
screaming at the top of her lungs right now.
Your lover that immolated herself?
Yes. What about
You were
her?
beheading people to feed blood to it?
She tricked me! She tricked all of us!
That's going to be insight.
Go ahead. Note that she's broken. She cannot roll manipulate. Yeah, she's speaking the truth, as far as she knows.
Alright, so that will be better for you then, if that is the fact. There's still the issue of the unfair taxes and the people having had enough of that. But at least you're not in league with the demons. And then I will bind her. I will, make sure she's not going to die.
Yeah, I mean, she's already not going to die, because the critical injury wasn't that bad, but...
Yep. So I don't want to actually heal her so that she's still a threat to us, but I do want to make sure that she doesn't die. And it's like, oh, it's just a little scratch over your eye. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that slashed eye, I think that means that she loses the eye?
Yeah, she's probably blinded in one eye.
Well, no, apparently not. Healing time is 2d6 days, so she will be blinded for, a week or so on that eye.
Okay, so I damaged it, but I didn't take it out.
Yeah.
Alright. There's nothing I can do about that.
No.
But you'll live.
Yep.
Alright. Now we actually do have to go to the temple.
You do.
I wonder how our war's going on outside these doors.
Indeed. There is a lot of commotion outside. You can hear that. No.
What are we going to do with her in the meantime?
Throw her down in one of the jail cells.
That can
Yeah,
work.
I guess that works.
You do have the keys. She's cursing you under her breath as you drag her down there and put her in one of the cells. And then lock it up.
As we go, I'll be like, you know what? I actually did kind of like you, but taxes.
You were feeding
She's just
a
looking
demon.
absolutely incredulously at you.
Okay, I didn't actually like you at all.
I'll make sure.
And then she
I'll make.
spits in your general
Raynor's
direction.
probably going to be the last one to leave the downstairs.
Then she spits in your general direction.
I'm going to gag her before we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you return back outside the keep. And the scene there is one of, well, mayhem. If I could add fires to this map, I would. Maybe there is an asset for that. I don't know.
So, really quickly before we quote unquote left the area, Brainerd would stay back for a little bit extra and humiliate the nearby, or throw the torch in a nearby hay pile
Oh,
in the basement as he walks back up the stairs and follows the rest of the party
so
out.
you're gonna make sure that the whole thing starts burning.
Yep.
But she's locked in a dungeon now.
Yep.
I'm gonna say like this, because this is very close to just outright cold blood killing someone, which is kind of what you're doing. roll an empathy check and fail. Otherwise, you can't do it.
Okay.
You need cold-blooded to do.
Cold-blooded?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a talent.
Yep, it's a talent to murder people in cold blood, and unlike all the other murder hobo games.
Yep. You failed. You can do this. You don't have a lot of empathy, do you? You just tip it over, and it starts burning.
Rainer's been alone for far too long.
Yeah.
I
Being
think
a
so.
hermit isn't necessarily conducive to developing empathy with other people.
Not whatsoever.
That's a talent you should probably take, though.
It sounds like one you might want to develop at some point. Yeah, so as I said, if I had some nice like fire markers that I could put out here, but I don't think I do. Because there is fire. There are farmers and townfolk running around with pitchforks, spears, axes, whatever they could lay their hands on, including the spears that you've made, by the way.
Yay!
And they're fighting off. So townsfolk, and they're fighting
Rainer,
against.
you should
a
probably
group
call
of-
off your goblins now.
They're fighting against a group of guards. I'm just gonna put out.
Pull them off. I can't call anything off. You're just supposed to be let loose, and they deal what they do.
There's a townfolk person.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They're fighting. Ironically, just outside the temple, is a big fight going on, and I'm just gonna mark it with a couple of figures there to show you where they are. Up by the actual palisade, there are in fact a lot of fighting as well, because goblins are there. I'm just going to put out some goblin to mark that they are up there and making
Let's make our way to the temple, I guess.
a lot of noise as well, and you can hear
Yeah.
the clashes of arms going off. Can I have a scouting roll from the one of the company that has the best?
I think that's me. I got one.
A 1, that's good enough. As if this mayhem was not enough. Because it's not. As you're coming out of the keep and you're sort of moving off towards that general direction, Marita catches the glance of more mayhem. South. I don't have a good marker for that, so I'm just going to use this one. Yeah. There seems to be something moving over the palisade in the south. And in the dark, lit up against the flames, your eye will notice the scaled, leathery skin of saurians,
Oh!
who have seemingly joined the fray.
Excellent.
Oh, Peachy, I love those guys.
Didn't they try to make us slaves?
Yes.
I'm gonna eat one.
I don't think you can call it tried if they succeeded. They did enslave us. We just escaped.
Yeah, so they're crawling over the palisade. You can see a dead guard lying there. Has an arrow sticking out of his chest.
Can we deal with them after we deal with the demon?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go get the demon.
All right, so
We'll put them on the list.
It's getting to be a long fucking list.
it is getting to be a long list.
We completed 2 things.
Yay!
right.
So you are marching towards the center then, where the mayhem is. The mayhem
I
is
assume
between
the
you
goblins
and the temple.
leave us alone.
Say again?
I said I assume the goblins leave us alone.
Yes, the goblins are leaving you alone, but they are throwing torches at every single place they can possibly imagine at this point.
I will grab one of the goblins and say, like, not the inn. Unless the inn is already on fire, in which case I'll just be like,
yeah, it's mayhem. The fight between the town folk and the guards is happening between you and the temple.
But we will try to see if we can find a way around the scrub.
Yeah, we'll just avoid it.
All right. I'm gonna say that it's not quite enough people around to make it hard for you to get through all of that.
Okay.
So I'll allow it. You'll go around like so.
All right.
From there, I think I would want to have a move roll to get up to the actual gate of the temple.
All of us, or just one of us?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say all of you, yeah. Because it's always a possibility that you get sort of dragged into the kerfuffle.
I'm gonna push mine.
You do that. There we go.
That's better.
Right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't even get hurt. You're all getting through there. Absolutely. I suppose I should roll for Hamda. She might get dragged into something. Yeah, move is not her forte.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. You all made it past the whole thing, and you're standing by the gates to the temple. There's a couple of town folks there shouting and waving their spears about, saying, "Free the town from the demonic oppressors!"
Let us in and we'll do that.
Rosalind is also standing there. And in the shadows, underneath all of this, is the Raven sister. And she's kind of looking on and yeah, she's just sitting there in a corner and watching this whole thing unfold. You can see that yellow glint in her eyes.
Somebody who's better than me do an insight roll.
Sure.
Because Jess don't trust nobody, but Frida doesn't have very good insight.
What is the insight for now?
I'll actually go over to her if she's within reach and basically say, "Are you enjoying the view?"
I don't know if I would call it enjoying exactly, she says. I just wish that the holy relics will be kept safe. Now you can do an insight roll. She seems earnest enough.
Am I
I'll
close
push.
enough?
Push that.
Okay, we'll both push. Oh, yeah, you succeeded well with that. So there's a lot of dice here. There we go. Whereas one, I have to take, wait, two there. Okay, there we go. I had one success before, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. She seems perfectly earnest.
At this point, Marita's just gonna go, "You, what's up with the yellow eyes?"
Oh. Well, family heirloom, I'm afraid.
What sort of family? demonic are they?
So you know
Heard of the
about my
Marigal?
shameful secret. I've
How
heard
did you
of
get here so damn fast?
I've heard of an entity called Marigal. And the offspring of this creature has yellow eyes. This is why I have been questing all these years, ever since the blood mist lifted, to try to find the demons and exorcise them.
Insight!
Feel free.
Okay. Frida does not believe that for a second. Got a success.
Rayner's gonna push because this literally goes against everything he knows about this person. And fully aware that I'm taking 2 wits if I
That
badly
sounds good
screw
to
this.
me.
So...
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice pool. Sorry about that. Should be like that. I can just add another die. Here, I'll just add one, like so, I guess. Yeah, so still 4. You pushed, so you have 2. All legends aren't true. Maybe she's right about this.
Alright. So you're saying you're not a demon?
That is what I'm saying, yes.
How did you get here so fast?
A sign from Raven, I suppose. I was traveling this direction.
Alright.
I really didn't know anything about the altercations until I got here.
I will kind of reach down and grab the holy symbol that Raynar made me. And I will spend 2 willpower to cast Banish Demon.
Okay.
She's not a demon, it's not going to do anything.
That's my plan. So 2 willpower.
After 4 successes, it sounds very convincing.
Alright. So if she is a demon,
Yeah.
she's gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage.
But how do you motivate your
Sorry.
casting the Banished
Sorry.
Demon, given her very excellent manipulation roll?
Because I just don't just. Is it like other games where the options are to either give into the manipulation or attack?
I guess it would be, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's an attack.
Yep. It's an attack if she's a demon.
If she's a demon. She screams in pain. Ah!
Liar!
That was 4 points of damage?
5.
It's power level 2 plus 1 for the extra willpower, and then the holy symbol, so 4 points of damage.
Ouch!
And I have to roll for magical backlash because I overcast, which gives me a 56. Oh, that's really not good.
No, that's really not good. That is very dangerous. Wow. Where's that one?
Should we pull initiatives now?
Possibly. Magical back. Where is that table?
Yeah, I'm looking as well. This is so bad.
Yes, it is. This is really bad.
Please don't die, Marita.
Oh,
I
here we
don't know how
go.
to heal you.
56. Force of the magic breaks bone in your body. Immediately roll for a critical injury, blunt force.
Oh no. Alright, here we go. Oh!
No!
Oh!
Ah!
I think my head
Marita!
exploded. I think my head exploded.
Yes, it does. Literally.
Yep.
That was horrifying. That's a crushed skull. That's
Oh, no.
insta
Can't do
death.
anything.
You're
Marina's
doing this
dead.
to the
Oh no!
banish the demon, and your head just cracks from the magical energies flowing through you.
So Frida knows nothing about magic. She's absolutely freaking out, and she's convinced that the demon standing in front of her just killed her friend.
Well, the demon is shrieking too.
And
Marita
now
falls over in a lump, and just I don't even know if there's any external bleeding or anything, but yeah.
Are we in initiative? Because otherwise, I'm just swinging at her.
I think that might be a good time for initiative. Yeah. Gee, and you hurt her so bad.
Initiative deck set of cards.
Yeah.
We left them all on the other page.
Wow. I'll grab-
Chris, is your character dead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was.
yeah. She suspected the demon and didn't.
So we're about to take on a demon and our healer's dead.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah.
There we go. I have my
Are
card.
you gonna? Yeah, this is great.
You got this. You can run.
You can run.
I'm not gonna run. She just killed my friend.
In retrospect, I should have put in some more willpower to do more damage, but oh well.
Well, someone has initiative before her.
That's me.
Yep, and I'm at 10.
So I'm gonna just swing. And
Okay.
she's on the ground, so I get an extra +2.
No, she's not on the ground. She's been staggering backwards from
Oh,
the pain.
yeah, I swing.
Yeah. I need to. How do I?
And I hit.
You do. I'm gonna dodge that because, ouch.
No dodge.
And I don't want to end up prone, which is a problem. Yeah.
Nope, no dodge.
I'm gonna push that. Like, really? Push it. One success.
I had 2.
Yep, you have one success that goes right in. Marta is hurt in her agility as well. You do 2 points of damage.
So that's 6 so far?
Yeah. Yeah, you do the 2 points of damage and feel free to roll on the critical injury table.
Woohoo!
Yay! Avenge me!
Exactly.
I will! 26.
26 on a slash. That means that you cut Marta over the mouth. Spoof. Oh! She falls
You
over.
killed my friend!
I mean, she's broken now?
I'm not leaving her alive.
So you're not leaving her alive.
No. She just
Yeah.
exploded Marta's head. I don't trust
Clearly.
leaving her alive.
Yeah,
Can I coup de grace?
absolutely, but you'll have to roll and fail with an empathy check because cold-blooded.
I don't see it as cold-blooded, but okay.
Mm.
She just made my friend's head explode. Literally.
Yeah. Roll the empathy check. Did you fail it? You succeeded it.
I
She's
I
lying
can't
there.
push to fail.
She's lying there on the floor and just, oh, don't hurt me, please. And there's something about the voice. Brynnar.
Brenner, finish it.
He's going to attempt the empathy check to finish it. I have a staff. I can immolate.
Yep.
Yep.
Empathy check.
I will drag Marita's body from the scene while you're doing this.
Yep.
Well, more like deadlift.
You succeed with temper, you kidding?
Super succeeded.
Yes. I mean, there is the next turn. You can keep rolling until you break or
I
succeed.
will.
She's not going to do anything, and there's a full mayhem outside.
Ha!
You
Failed that one.
Splat!
Finally get the courage to take off her head.
Yeah. The head just falls off, and there is not really blood coming out of this body. Instead, it's some kind of oozing, mist-like thing, and the entire body starts just disintegrating, melting before your very eyes.
Does the mist look like the demon?
Not like the demon that you fought before, no. No, this is more like a steam, if you will. And this is just kind of melting down onto the floor, and yeah, there's a really big puddle on including the head, I might add. There's a really big puddle of grey ooze on the floor at this point.
Do you need that? I say, looking at Brenner.
It's slowly kind of just evaporating into the air.
Yep. No.
Okay. I will pick up Marita and go back to the encampment, I guess.
Because you're kind of done with all this stuff right now? Yeah.
My best friend's head just exploded.
Yeah.
Done.
So you're making your way back towards the
Horrible
encampment,
smell.
through the melee, through the mayhem in the village. And as you get there, I mean, the goblins have magically not done anything to this encampment, which is probably because, you know, they were told not to. And meanwhile, there's bad things happening in the village. I'm not sure who's going to win this one. But since you're not actively involved on either side at this point, you'll find out later, because right now it's 11 p.m. and
There's a very mournful howl coming from the dwarven
Yeah.
encampment.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, wow.
Honda is just gonna, you know, pay her respects to a noble warrior that Marita really was.
And anybody who has half a brain will leave the wolfkin the fuck alone.
Yep, absolutely. Wow, folks, what a session. This was such a turning point in the campaign, I'd say.
I can't wait to see what you make next, Chris.
You've
I have some ideas.
destroyed a demon, another demon in the same fort. 2 for 2. You're now the demon slayers, aren't you?
Yes.
You really are. And by the time, regardless of the fate of Fort Riverstone, by the time all this is over, you'll have some reputation. I'll tell you that, because you've done some things. And yeah, so we'll see what happens in 2 weeks from now when we continue this.
It's just Brenner and Frida.
Yeah. Marita will be missed. There will be a funeral next session.
There will.
There will.
I have to read up on wolfkin funeral rites.
Pretty much. And yeah. If you want to stick around to hear the epilogue of what happened very far south of here, between some key faction leaders, about a week before these events, I should say maybe 5 days before these events, you can do that. It will be streamed on the channel. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this session, and I will now show you what happens in a different part of the world, if you will. Or happened. This was previously recorded. Let's hope this works now. I haven't tried this before. So, I
will
was
talk to you guys
describing
later.
that it
I'm gonna
was
put some
dawn
thought into my next
of
character.
Thanks, folks.
Spring
Yeah.
Ice 6.
Can't wait
Yes,
to see what you
indeed.
make.
The
Wow, you guys.
little group that consists
Holy
of
smokes.
Kartorda, the Rust Prince, and some
Wow.
Iron Guard and some other people.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
You've been tracking
Good night, you guys.
a band of orcs
Night.
across
See ya.
the plains. And where are they going with that ill-begotten stone that your minions have worked for so hard to then pay into the Rust Brother coffers? Meanwhile, Eldog, you've been moving health bent for leather as fast as you possibly can back towards the cover of the forest. Which has been a bit tricky because when you're hauling, I mean, treasure is lovely and all, but in this case, the treasure is stone.
Yeah.
And it's
big rocks.
It could have been heavier, like gold, but per unit of gold coin, if you will, this is probably the most cumbersome load you could have made away with.
Yep.
So,
but it was all there was.
So there you can see in front of you now the edge of the forest, having made your way all through the night with your warband, and to your south, then obviously there will be some dust kicked up from the pursuit of riders.
So,
riders.
as I asked, have my scouts been able to tell me kind of what numbers I'm looking
per,
at?
unit of gold coin? Cartorda, in your retinue, that's about a dozen, right? Altogether? Yeah. I can roll a scout roll, just for the sake of it. I don't have a particular character sheet for you guys there, but I can roll something just to see how much they can see in the distance, because they're quite far away still. They're out of long range. These are plains, so you can see far when the sun is up.
Right. Yeah, no, give it a roll. I mean, like, I'm...
All right, that's a 6. I'm going to give them that they can see glinting in the morning sun. As the sun is struggling over the horizon, they will see some glinting from armor.
We're going to break the first rule of the evil overlord. We're going to monologue.
Your lieutenants are sort of rattling their shields, their spears, their swords, hammering their shields, because they want to see the challenge.
He's going to have the stone bearers continue to the forest, because odds are they're either captured slaves or not worthy warriors, since they're doing, basic labor. So yeah, he sends them ahead, take the stone back to, back to our people, so it may be used for a greater revolution. And then all remaining soldiers were going to stand firm and basically, face these guys down.
And then just form a line there, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just form a line and just, start a drum column.
And of course, Cartorda, you and your retinue will see how these orcs are doing exactly that. There's no hiding it in the middle of the plains. You will easily be able to close to long distance, which would be close enough for bowshot, if you want to do that.
Actually, I think seeing these orcs forming some sort of defensive perimeter is... these guys are maybe not the savages I thought. They seem quite skilled, or,
Yeah, for sure. That's a solid shield wall. Very well disciplined. They have flankers with bows. They have formed the spears in the right locations. This is well disciplined. They're warriors and soldiers.
I want to close the distance to get them within crossbow range.
Mm-hmm.
So now I would like to stand there, my banners flying high, and I'd like to issue a challenge.
Your riding troop will close to crossbow distance, and basically you hold your horses in there, clearly outnumbered by the orcs, but you can brandish your crossbows, showing that at least you can give some sting. And obviously, since you're on horseback and the orcs are on foot, there's no way in hell that they can catch you should they just charge. I can see that Eldog would be able to see this challenge risen by the Rust Prince. I should be able to...
Okay, yeah, I've seen... Oh my god, I want to punch him in the face.
Punchable face, right.
Boy, okay. All right.
There he is.
So, what specifically is the challenge?
No, I would like to stand up in the saddle and shout real loud for the orcs to hear me. Yeah, I stand up in my saddle, the banners waving behind me real heroically, like
the banner of rust.
Yes. Big rusty chains hanging down by shoulders.
Yeah.
I would like to shout, "You have stolen from Rust. Send forth your champion to challenge for for the honor of the loot and the slaves. The winner takes it all.
All right, so he calls for single combat. Fair enough. So Eldag steps forward, and obviously doesn't have a noble horse to stand high upon, nor heroic banners. Such trappings of bourgeois fallacy are not needed for the revolutionary forces of Orkdom. So instead, simply steps forward and looks at the prince and says, "We have not stolen this stone. We have liberated it. For it will feed the fires of revolution. Now you, slaver, you wish to challenge my champion? I need no champion. I, Eldag the Ravager, stand as defender of the Aesir people. Bring forth whomever, or you yourself, if you feel that you are brave enough, strong enough to face the liberator of my people."
I'm terrified in real life.
We need to have an initiative, right? For Kartorda gets a 10.
Oh.
And the orc gets a 2, so the orc is first.
Oh, hooray! Thank God.
All right, we're going backwards, right?
Yeah.
Oh no! The minute that was happening, it was like 10. Well, I'm fucked. Well,
no, 10 is the last in this game.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
So
Okay,
yes, that means Eldag is going up there. So Eldag will be marching up there with his heavy armor.
But yeah, I like the idea of a big battle axe, berserker style, just kind of like.
And since he is the leader of his faction, I'm going to be brutal and say that he has a formidable battle axe that gives you a bonus of +3 instead of the common +2. Being
that's in the miscellaneous skill?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Being a leader of troops and a warlord, obviously, to the leader goes the spoils. So at some point in his career, he got hit. You can name your axe at some point, of course.
Let's just go straight simple. He hefts his axe and goes for a swing. So,
which means that I'm guessing that Kartorda will do a parry, because
yes, please.
Okay, so then the roll.
Boom. That's it.
Okay.
Now Eldag is a formidable warrior, but all those skulls are bad news. So you probably don't want to push that roll because you're going to hurt yourself and your axe. That's 2 successes still that Kartorda will need to parry. Boom.
Shit.
That's no parry at all. Wow.
Yes. 5 billion damage to the face.
Wow.
Exactly.
All right.
5 billion damage to the face.
And
ouch.
And just because I'm that much of a monster, I have a nice little skill called Path of the Blade. When you hit with a close combat attack, you can spend a willpower point to find a weakness in your opponent's armor or natural armor. The armor has no effect against your attack.
That's
so I think I'm
brutal.
gonna do that.
So you spend a willpower point to hit Kartorda where it hurts, in that crack between some of the plates and the chain. That's gonna hurt because that does 3 points of damage, possibly 4 because you had 2 successes. Kartorda, you can in fact push that roll if you want. You will damage your sword ever so slightly, but it gives you a chance to negate some of those successes.
I might just do that.
I think so. I would.
What's the damage for?
So the damage is 4 points of damage, yes.
Okay, right.
And that's because he has an extra success, right? So the battle axe does 3, and then an extra for the roll. There you go. Okay, and that's the 2 successes you needed. You don't get hurt. Your sword is now knocked. You're approaching each other, marching up confidently to conduct this duel, and Eldag is standing there with his formidable, vicious-looking battle axe, 2-handed axe, and he just hardly waits for seconds to start the duel in a proper fashion. His mouth is now frothing, almost berserker-like, and there is in fact green foam in his mouth. of some kind, which is weird. I'm not sure that Kartorda would have seen this before.
Probably not. No.
He's heard about orcs being, absolute savages and berserkers in combat, and here it seems like a testament to that. And down comes that axe, and Kartorda only just manages to put his sword between himself and a lot of pain, but it's going to hit the sword in such a way as to make a huge knock in the blade. It's going to have to visit a smith later on to restore it to its former glory.
I'll just swing back.
Swing back! Ah!
I'll hit here. Let's see what happens.
Nothing.
Shit.
You're right, nothing happened. And if you now push that roll, no, that's a parry you rolled for. Well, that doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Same amount of
It's the
dice.
same amount of dice. If you do push that one, you're going to hurt yourself, Kartorda.
Mm. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Then I just remove one white die, right?
You will take a point of damage to your strength for
Yep.
the next turn and gain a willpower point. So that's something.
That's what I need.
There we go. That is in fact a hit. But now your longsword has taken another point of damage.
Yeah.
So you now down to only one die left in bonus from that sword. On the other hand, 2 points of damage, two successes. That's one extra point of damage.
Okay.
And
Can I disarm him? Or do I need a...
no, you can use the stunt for disarming. Yes, you can do
Yeah,
that.
I would like to do that.
Okay, he's gonna take my he's gonna take my axe. Fair enough.
Opening up for a
That's
fight.
interesting. Yes, this is true. And I'm gonna say that narratively, what you do is you catch that axe on your sword, and then you just drive it back and move inside his range. Because a big axe, you want to hit people at range. And you just move in and catch him in the bind. This is classic Hollywood stuff where you just kind of and then you twist your own body so you catch his axe blade with your sword, and even though you create another very nasty notch in your blade, his Eldag's axe goes flying out of his grip. And I'm just going to say here that Eldag must be surprised at just how skilled and fast Kartorda really is.
Yeah, it's impressive.
He's strong and he's very skilled. Those
Yeah.
those four dice there, he's a swords master. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about
no
it.
kidding.
That means a new initiative.
The thing
Eldag's
is,
out.
he's described as a 0-year-old kind of fat dude.
Okay, so initiative's mine. Cool.
Yep.
All right, give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So I, having lost my blade and realizing this guy is fast, am going to make a grapple. Which I believe is a slow attack.
I can dodge this, right?
You can.
So
So
that's
this is,
melee roll.
since it's a grapple, I'm going to say it's like a punch or a kick. So if you parry it with a weapon, you have +2. If you dodge it, it's 0.
Uh-huh. I think I want to just sidestep real quick.
Yep,
All right, so he's going for the dodge. All right, I shall do my melee roll.
you do it.
So that would be my melee roll, right?
Yep. And
Crap.
are you dodging without going prone?
Just sidestepping, if that's possible.
It is, but you get you have -2 in your skill for doing that.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
On the other hand, Eldag's attack was
Eldag is not having a
terrible.
good roll.
No, he isn't.
I think as bad as terrible as an idea as this is, I think I need to push this. Okay. Is the dice roll correct? Yes.
There you
There
go.
we go.
That's a hit.
Cool.
Ugh. And
then
take
here
2
comes-
points of strength damage for Eldag.
Okay, 2 points of strength damage. That
We
sucks.
can here remember that orcs are very tough. If you
Oh,
get
yes.
broken, you can heal yourself instantly with a number of willpower points and get back up into the fight.
Yep. Oh yeah. No,
So-
I'm aware.
That can be
That's why
worth
I was-
remembering.
it's why I was kind of going like, I think I'm prepared to do a push on this.
Yep.
Here comes the dodge. Let's see.
There we go.
Yeah.
That is exactly what you needed without a push. So Eldog is trying to grab hold of you, and you just, again, you get your sword between you and your opponent, and you're sidestepping it and letting the force of his charge. And there's froth now, even sort of foaming. You get some of it on yourself, some of that green goo.
Yeah, it smells real rancid.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Okay. So with
Now it's
that,
Kartorda's turn to do a slow
I still
action.
have a fast action.
Yes, you
I still
do.
have a fast action.
You do.
Nope. You know what? I'm not going to do anything at this point in time because I don't. Everything that I want to do is responsive to that. So
Exactly. Kartorda's turn then.
Yeah.
I would like to reveal one of my tricks
Yes.
and spend 3 willpower points
Ooh. This is
to
scary.
burn him.
Oh.
Ooh, my.
So this is potentially. Are we talking Path of Blood here?
Path of Blood. The spell is called Förbränna in Swedish.
Yeah, that's immolate in English.
Immolate, yeah, right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that means that you roll 3d6 for the spell.
See here.
Oh, you don't have a focus for that with you. You don't have an open flame, so you don't get an extra power level for that. So you just rolled three willpower there.
So 3 die to see if everything goes to hell.
Nope. In fact, it is supercharged. Wow.
Oh, cool.
That's
I'm
brutal.
so lucky.
So you heat up your victim's blood to the point where he literally bursts into flames.
Oh, God.
Damage to strength equal to the power level, and keeps inflicting 1 point of damage per round until the victim puts the fire out with a successful move roll. Armor does not protect against the spell. And since you rolled because you threw in 3 willpower points into single attack here, your power level increases by 1. So that's a 4-point strength damage.
Jeez.
Which brings Eldog down.
Yeah.
I think you had 2 points already, right?
Yeah, I did. So that takes me to 0.
You are broken. You can just get up again.
Yeah.
You are feeling that Kartorda says a strange word and does something with his hand in the air, and suddenly you're literally on fire. It's smoke coming up from inside your body, and you're burning from the inside and just racked by this pain. Eldog doubles over and falls down to the ground, clutching, chunks of earth in his claw-like hands, as he is literally burning from the inside. So now you will have to use your willpower points to unbroken yourself.
Yep.
You used 1 willpower before. That leaves you 4 left.
I don't think I did because he didn't. I never actually penetrated.
You're right. So that's 5. Yeah. Okay, you're back up
right,
to 5 health points.
Perfect. Okay.
Because you're an orc, you just stand up again. Ah! You are still on fire, though.
Yeah,
so
well,
you will have to make that move roll.
I'm gonna make that move roll.
Yep.
So let's just. All right. Let's see what I can do.
You can do it, Eldog.
I'm really hoping I can. This is not fun shit. Ah, God damn it.
Shit.
Push it!
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
It's just agility. It doesn't impede you in combat.
Yeah. All right.
Nope.
What is it? Nope. So nothing.
You take 1 point of damage this turn from the fire.
All right.
But you've done your move roll. You're rolling back and forth on the grass, trying to put out the fire to no avail. What is Kartorda doing during all this?
Pointing and laughing. Yes, I would like to do a taunt.
That's a thing you can do.
If anything, I doubt he's really going to be paying much attention, but his sources are.
Yeah, exactly. They will.
Ooh!
Wow!
Oh damn!
5
Fuck!
dice! 5
This
successes!
is bad.
Wow! Jesus.
Wow!
Wow!
Taunt your enemies.
I don't say much. I just point at Aldog and goes like, Rust is with me, and you have stolen our goods.
Wow.
Give them back, or I'll slay your general right here, right now.
I think with that taunt roll, I think Eldog is going to be possibly scared, really. With that roll, Kartorda has shown just how powerful he is, because that's a whooping -5 on your next die roll. And I think it also really impresses the other orcs. Kartorda is much more formidable than any of them dreamt of. Not only is he an excellent swordsman, he's a powerful sorcerer in his own right. So I'm kind of leaning towards the orcs just grabbing Eldog and getting the heck out of there.
Yeah, I think at this point that's about where this is at. Cause,
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's,
no. Like,
they will grab, because you have, I'm sure you have a couple of assistants or lieutenants with you to this honorable, duel.
Yeah, this wasn't an honorable duel. There was no talk of magic. This guy's a fucking dirty. This guy's a fucking dirtbag human. So,
Exactly. He dishonored the codex of the duel by involving magic. This is not honorable at all.
Yep,
So they will grab Eldag, roll him around, and put out his fire. They're going to help you do that, and then just run away from Kartorda and his troops. What are you doing now, Kartorda? You stand victorious. You crushed that warlord. Exactly.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, don't need to apologize. It's no, don't feel bad. You gave me the perfect excuse that I don't feel bad. Namely, you're a dirty magic user.
Exactly.
I have no problem with losing this way. It simply just means I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you.
Awesome.
Yeah, this completely feeds into my propaganda. I have no problem with this.
You can wear those burn scars like
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Metal.
Yeah.
That was going to be awesome. And
I got no problem with this. Also, there's no way in fuck you're getting your stone back.
Yeah, and I guess Kartorda sees them move away as fast as they can. Archers at the ready by the orcish line to cover the retreat, because the orc army, this was again long range, so they won't have seen exactly what happened, but they will have noticed that Eldag just kind of doubled over and fell down without Kartorda even hitting him with a sword. So something was wrong. And so there will be a few archers there to cover Eldag's retreat from this nightmarish outcome. And Kartorda remains on the field with his retinue, but clearly the orcs are not holding up their end of the bargain and roll and move as a shield wall slowly back in towards the forest, where they have the cover of defense as well among the trees. It seems your load of stone is lost to you for now, but at least you showed them what for. Ja.
Ja, då får du titta på den där grejen som jag skickade till dig, för jag tyckte den var rolig.
Ja, jag ska sluta strömma om